Welcome back to the Sice Room, where DMV culture, politics, and hip hop collide. I'm your host, Trey Five, and tonight the show got a perfect mix of sports, culture, controversy, and power. We talking about the Cowboys versus Commanders, the DuVal football scandal, plus Flowers football scandal, church leaders and money. Foolio's murder case just started yesterday, and Wes Moore's Breakfast Club interview. I want everybody to know, man, we greatly appreciate everybody for rocking with us in the Sice Room, man. Follow us on all platforms. Shout out to the chat. Shout out everybody to come each and every week, man. It's Trey Five and the greatest panel in the world. Welcome to the Sice Room. All right, as y'all can see, man, the rivalry runs deep, man. And this week, Cowboys, man, put a spanking to the Bumlanders. I want to know from the panel, man, how y'all feel about this week's game? What side is y'all on in the culture and the rivalry, man? Are y'all Cowboys fans or are y'all Commanders fans? And how y'all feel about this week's game?
He phoned me for this one. You gonna cut me first? I bet. Man, to be honest with you, I give y'all that game. You get me? I mean, we got injuries, but at the end of the day, niggas still got balls. We can't just depend on just them two, even though they is hurt or whatever. But at the same time, we got other players that can ball out. It's just up to if they gonna ball out. You know what I'm saying? Marshawn Lattimore, god damn, they just gotta get another cute. Cornerback. Cause I don't know. Hey, he alright, but yeah.
Bird, Bird,
Hey,
Dallas
I
versus
don't like.
Commanders. How you feel?
I don't got no dog in the fight, but I don't like the Redskins because there was too many Redskin fans talk trash. But they got their ass punished. You know, Ed Tiswalt, he right here.
Oh, yeah, it's
Tiswalt,
him.
yeah, he just left out.
Tell him get
Hey,
my phone.
bring Tizzle back to the jump, bro.
What's your take, Brody?
Hey, um, man, it's been a long going rivalry for many years. I ain't really like the super football guy. I'm not really into football like that. I don't know. I don't really got no take.
What you got, Wink?
Well, I am a Commanders fan. I'm team anything DC. As far as that game goes, I knew it was going downhill when I was buying my crabs and I saw the first quarter, and I was like, "Oh man, I already know how this gonna go." But the real shock for me was to find out that Trey Five was a Cowboys fan. So that kind of threw me out the window. That's my take on it. You a wild one for that, man.
What?
Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed because Jaden Daniels is my quarterback for my fantasy football league. I needed him to get 28 to 30 points. He was doing good. And yeah, he fucked me over. So I'm saying I can't be mad about it. But Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in the NFC. So they did have like a challenge with Lattimore being some trash. So that's my take on that.
Shit, I mean, I'm a Cowboys fan, so for me, they did what they had to do. As far as all the excuses, it don't even matter. Um, yeah, they did what they had to do. They put belt to ass. Uh, as far as injuries and all that come with it, we're gonna see them again on Christmas, I believe. So, but yeah, no, Cowboys did what they supposed to do. Definitely was a statement win, and Dak ain't lost to them at home yet anyway, so it don't really matter. That's my take.
unpopular opinion. For starters, I do agree with Link. That is very disappointing, Trey, that you are wearing a Cowboys jacket, because my thing is you don't never be picking sides, and you just want to pick sides on the first one. But okay. My take on it is I really feel like sports is useless entertainment. I feel like too much money and energy is invested into the sports world. So I do not care for any of it, and I'm not a fan. That's it.
Trey
All
Five
right.
been a Cowboy
Trey
fan for
Five, hey
30
Trey Five, you
years.
wild, Slim.
Y'all already know what's
Trey
going
You
on,
Five
wild,
been a
man.
Slim.
Cowboy fan for
And then
30
and then
years. What is y'all
and
Taking
talking
it
then
about?
off
proper
is
then proper productions.
why
Damn.
you
And then
take it off?
Ace the more. Damn. Y'all gonna sit there and say y'all expect us like that? Damn.
Why you
Yeah,
take it off?
yeah, y'all had how many wins and how many years in NFC Championship? How long has it been?
It don't
Oh,
When the
matter.
last
Y'all
time
oh,
it don't
y'all
even
won
matter.
one?
oh,
It don't even
oh.
When the
Hey,
matter.
last
Wink, I
time
got
y'all
out
won
back,
one?
Wink. I got out back, Wink. Forget y'all Cowboys fans, Nick. We come smack at y'all. We gonna see y'all on Christmas, Nick.
You
Y'all
got
was
two
It's
born in.
games.
cool.
Y'all
Was
need to
It's
go
anybody even
smack
born
at
in
cool.
practice.
It's
Dallas?
Y'all need to go to
cool.
practice and get that together. We ain't got nothing to do
Hey,
with that.
Dak just want his position back, man. Chill. He
Nah,
really
but I ain't
just
gonna
want his
hold y'all
position
though.
back.
I ain't even watched the
He
game.
really some trash for real,
I
for real.
just
If you,
seen the
if you really
highlights.
want.
But nah,
We just
for
need a
sure
new
Cowboys
a new
Cowboys finna bust
cornerback.
y'all
We just
ass.
need it. No, y'all not, man. Y'all just had a lucky win. That's all.
Y'all, y'all can hear
Y'all
me or
had a
no?
lucky win.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
Just a lucky
you,
win.
you gotta get rid of
That
Captain
was
Bite.
not luck. That was not luck.
That was a
Yeah, I'm
lucky
trying
win.
to.
If
There you go.
Your man Pickett,
It was a good
Lamb.
game,
That was
though.
man. What he tripping?
Hold
okay,
on.
now if y'all
Hold
had
on, y'all.
Scary
Hold on.
Terry and
Hold on.
Debo,
It
we
was
Hey,
would have
look.
beat
entertaining.
y'all. Come
Hold
on
on. Wait,
now.
wait. Since all y'all got a solo, right? And my Wi-Fi was bugging, right? Let me just let y'all know, bro. We
Oh
got to
my
start
goodness,
talking about
bro.
George Pickens as a top 10 receiver, bro. Like,
Nah, he been
stop what
spanking
y'all
shit for
doing.
sure. For sure. For
Definitely
sure.
I
is.
don't care. I don't care who you like, right? GP is top 10, bro. We can't ignore that.
Nah, for
And
sure.
Lamb.
No, CD Lamb ain't played enough this year to be top 10 this year.
What?
Yeah, I was just going on CD Lamb
What?
CD was out
when he
like
was
4 or
dropping the
5
ball.
games, bro.
He was dropping the ball.
And
Y'all was going crazy. Y'all was
And
like, man, he's some trash. Now
Yeah,
he doing
that's
good.
what y'all
Y'all on the bandwagon, huh?
that's what
No,
y'all
hold on,
that's
hold
what
on,
I
y'all
hold
never
on,
saying.
said
I
he
ain't
hold
was.
on,
I
hold
saying
on,
that.
never
hold on,
said CD
Oh,
was some
hold on,
trash.
hold on,
Yeah,
guys.
Pickens is the
oh
better
man.
receiver on the team.
Nah,
Hold
for
on,
sure.
guys.
Hey,
Y'all
What are
niggas.
Bird,
y'all
you got
doing?
Tizzle right there?
nah, he just went to
Did y'all
go
see
get
the
some
game?
meat with me ball.
Uh,
I ain't watched the game. I just seen the highlights.
He was the better receiver in that game. But we
Who,
not gonna get to
CD?
arguing receivers. How y'all feel about Z Take?
yeah, she do has
What
a
she
she
say?
has
Y'all
a valid
running.
point.
Y'all
She has a
running. Y'all
valid
was running
point.
good
I
too.
mean, yeah, it's a good point. I mean, I haven't watched a single. I couldn't tell you the last time I watched a whole football or basketball game. I'm with it,
I
but
like the
I watched the
Niners
highlights
though.
and shit.
Y'all played a injury team, man. Y'all played Pop Warner for real. Y'all even meet the real team for real. But y'all gonna see
What?
Christmas when we got our
But it
dogs
don't.
back.
Hey,
Yeah.
Trey, it don't
When we got
even
our
matter,
Crazy.
bro.
dogs back, yeah.
Look,
I don't
regardless
care,
of
nigga. I'm gonna rep
look,
my team, G.
look,
I don't care
you can
what you
look
say.
you.
I'm gonna rep my team. I'm gonna go smack at you and all that. What's up?
That's
I'm
cool,
gonna go.
but
That's how I'm coming
as,
about my team, G.
as
Die
long
hard.
as you're looking for an excuse, you're gonna always find one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
You
Nah.
die. You gonna always die hard being a fan of
Hey,
that
hey,
team.
hey, 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 when the last time y'all went to a Dallas Cowboy game? Out Dallas.
It don't
That
even
don't give
matter.
y'all more wins.
Oh
Nah.
man, niggas always say that.
Hey, bro.
Y'all
You see
always say
how
that like that's
Clark
gonna give
is
y'all
saying?
more
Hey,
wins or
you see
something.
how Clark
Like,
is
Niggas
saying the
always say something crazy.
game? Hey, bro.
oh, so
Clark.
you have to go. You have to go see
Yeah,
the act
man. Yeah,
or
You gotta
see
go
the
to
you
another
gotta
team
go
to
state.
be
see your
there.
team, man. Y'all ain't
I
been to
look,
go
So
hold on,
see our
wait.
team
I
for
can't
I
be a
real,
got a
man.
fan of
question.
basketball teams,
All right, let me
actors.
have it. Can I ask a question then?
Singers.
Can I ask a question then? On that point, how many Redskins games have you been to?
Come on, Dad. I've been a damn
No,
near
no, no. How
majority.
many? How many? How
I
many?
can't count because
No.
I work there, G. I can't count
Oh,
every
so you,
game.
so you, so you using the irrelevant argument because you
Nah,
work at
nah,
the stadium.
it ain't irrelevant. It's still
Nah, it
valid.
is irrelevant. It's not valid. It's
It's
irrelevant.
not valid,
I
bro.
still go
Because
there
you're
to
not
be
paying.
what
All
I
right,
got
let me
paid. I
ask you a
got paid to
question.
go see
You
my
can't
team.
Yeah,
play. You can't play on
exactly.
the
Right.
Yes, you
field.
Hold
do.
on.
Hey,
No,
y'all,
Yes,
time out.
don't
you
Time out.
don't
Time
understand the
out.
Now,
concept.
hey
now,
y'all,
niggas.
don't let him move the goalposts. Don't even entertain that. Like, don't even
You
entertain
No,
understand the
no.
concept, brother.
No, I'm entertaining that because he wanted to try to
Y'all
fake use the
won.
argument. So his shit,
Please,
your shit
brother.
is irrelevant, bro. Because you don't pay nothing for no tickets. When the last time you paid for a ticket to see a Redskin game? Because I can tell you the last time I paid for a ticket to see
See
a Cowboy
Jahi out
game,
there.
it might not have been in
Hey,
Dallas,
Mm,
but it was my team playing.
talk to
hey, I'm talking about you did.
Nah, 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 nah. I'm
I don't
talking
care
about
what
paying
y'all
for a
say.
ticket.
him.
No, no,
It
no,
don't
no,
matter
no.
about that. It don't
So,
matter about
hold
that. It
on.
don't matter about
No,
paying,
no,
man.
no, no,
Hey,
no. Yes, it does. Cause look, check this out, right? If you
hey, I
cheat in
pay
the
for the
Yes,
system,
food.
brother.
That hey, I still pay, right? I pay for the food, right? So I paid to
ooh,
see my
no,
team,
yes,
right?
it does. Cause look, check this
Boy,
out,
I gotta pay. I gotta still pay regardless. I work there for free, but I gotta pay regardless, right?
OKC about it. Oh no, man.
no, that doesn't make
Yeah,
sense, bruh.
it does.
Cause you didn't pay for
You
a
might.
ticket. You don't have the
So I gotta pay for
memorabilia
it.
of that game. All you got is like a fucking a name tag or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bruh. Get out of here. I got
It's
memorabilia.
a
I got the
different. It's a
ticket.
difference of employment and going as a fan.
Exactly. Because you gotta do a job while you there. You can't get to enjoy it. When the last time you
You
got to
can't.
go to a game that you enjoy? You had to you had to work while you was there. I don't give a fuck if you worked 10 minutes or 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? You had to work while you was there. You had the pressure of your boss could come say, hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
nah,
Nah,
ain't
nah,
none
nah,
of
nah,
that. I
nah,
had
nah,
free.
nah,
I
nah,
had.
nah,
Okay, brother.
I
nah.
had
All
to the
right, we can
screen
move on.
and to the field.
We can move on
All
because
right, fellas. All
I
right, fellas.
won.
We gonna go from professional football to high school chaos, man. PG County's own DuVal High School has become the latest DMV program punished for using ineligible players. First, well, I can't say first, but most recently it was Flowers, and now it's Duval. And that decision is dividing a lot of the players, a lot of the parents, and the school itself. Even most recently at the Flowers game, the team was chanting and protest for their coach. So I want to know how y'all feel about these football programs, Duval, Flowers, having ineligible players due to academic reasons, jurisdiction, jurisdiction reasons, and so forth. I want to know how y'all feel about that.
Man, that's kind of hard to say because if the player good and got a good relationship with the coach, I don't see why they can't play on the team. But there is rules and regulations that the organizations have to follow. So if you gotta play by the rules, you gotta play by the rules. But like I said before, if there's a relationship with them and that school could actually help the athlete get recruited to a better college, there's things that come with that. So like, I don't know, bro. That's my take on it.
You got Wayne.
I feel like, well, just like I said in another one of these podcasts, schools is always tripping about the grades. Like, in my in my opinion, what if they don't want to go to college? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, hey, they should have fucked up grades and just let them play, but it's like it's always about the grades, and then they be tripping off where you live at. It's just too much. Just let them boys. I'm not sure if they stopping the players and got rid of the coach, but I know the coach is not there right now. So it's just like, man, just bring the coach back and like figure out another way to help these players. So that's my take.
Me next.
I don't got no insight on this. So pass.
All right, so look, I got pros and cons for it, right? Because when you think about it, right, it's called student athlete for a reason, right? Football don't last forever, so student priority. You feel me? Like I'm not mad at them for restricting people for grades and shit. Cause like, bro, go to do your fucking work. Like you have a commitment to student before athlete. Now the jurisdiction ones, I think that's kind of crazy because they are taking people opportunities away. And but a lot of them, like with friendly, when I was going to friendly, what we did was another thing that could be a part of this description is somebody playing on a game Thursday night playing for JV because we had a running back to play JV, but he played kickoff and punt return on varsity. So if he played Thursday night, he's not supposed to play Friday night as well. So it's pros and cons to it. That's my take.
Um, I feel like as a student athlete, you should definitely have a focus on school, but it's kind of like a catch-22 because like right now, it's a lot of youth who are not necessarily scholars, but they excel in whatever sport of their choice, and to take that from them is like, so like say like with the grade eligibility, like I personally know some kids that will go to school to play the ball on the team, but they can't get the grades, but they still are actually going to school because they looking forward and trying to ball. By taking that away from them because they can't make the grade, I feel like it could be a little discouraging. Like to make a kid be like, I mean, I can't ball. I'm already not doing good in school. So just like, fuck it, I'm not going all together. Um, so like I said, like Bravo was saying, like uh, the sports careers are going to end. But what happens after that? You need some type of education, or you got to have a backup plan for when the careers do end. Um, but I do think that it should be a little more lax, and I don't think like a coach or nobody should be getting fired for trying to bend the rules and just keep kids interested in, just have them, keeping them out the streets basically. So, like I said, it's a catch-22.
I agree with all of the points that everyone else was making. I do feel that they should go through the proper protocol and process in order to be on the team and stay on the team. But I do also agree. I'm glad that Full Circle had brought up the point as far as it could discourage them from even wanting to even continue in school. I think it also ties into stuff that's going on with modern events right now, just like that authoritarian kind of dictatorship vibe, and some of the rulings that kind of don't that overlook the individual and that specific circumstance and just want to have a brick and mortar it's across the board like this. And I think with situations that are serious, like if the parents and the staff of the school know the like something that is of a necessity for that child, whether for mood and emotional regulation, for just for them to have that drive in school, knowing that that's really a passion and knowing that that could be something that could make or break that child, being able to make exceptions. So it's a kind of difficult one, but I do think that you should follow the rules, but I do believe in exceptions and stuff like that and just making it make sense, but also prioritize the academics as well. So making sure that's an aspect if it is any exceptions. But that's my take.
Okay, so my take on this is, all right, so it was Flowers and Duval, and it was another school too. But honestly, my take is this: the coach, right, being the leader of the team, like it's his responsibility to make sure everything been ran right. Like first and foremost, like it's on him to make sure like his kids academically doing what they're supposed to do, as well as they performing on the field. Like as far as the like the jurisdiction, I get it. That a lot of people do that just cause I feel like it really was one of the parents of another school that, you know what I'm saying, them kids probably was balling out. And some probably was like, they don't even live over here. They ain't supposed to be going to the school, and those probably who called. That's probably who called. But anyways, like that's on the coach for real. I feel like the coach, you know what I'm saying, even though like somebody said, um, you know, the coach might got a relationship with him, he might be good, and you know, the school might got better opportunities, all that makes sense. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, like the rules is the rules. That shit damn near law. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, even though it might not feel, or we might be like they could have let it slide, realistically, it's like it's rules and regulations to the shit. So it's like it is what it is. They just got caught. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like they should figure something out. I feel like this should more so bring awareness to situations like this, because you got kids who don't live in jurisdictions where the schools in them areas get the same opportunities as schools in other areas. So you know what I'm saying, they could in a way for certain athletes, but academically you still got to be on point. So if we allowing you to come here and it's not your jurisdiction, academically you got to be excelling. You know what I mean? And as far as they said something too, like players playing on JV and varsity. You know what I mean? I don't think that's a big deal either. Like something like that, if the player feel like they can do it, cool. But you know, you got risk of injuries and stuff like that. But you know, them firing. I mean, they suspended him for the year. Matter of fact, I don't even think they fired him. But yeah, I mean, long story short, I just feel like they just got caught up. You know what I'm saying? They ain't the only schools that's doing it. I'm pretty sure it's more across the country that's doing the same thing. But you know, they really trying to look out for the kids, like y'all said. But the kids got no better too. Like if the coach putting a job and career on the line, I got to at least do my part too. So it's on everybody for real. You know what I'm saying? Everybody play a part in it. That's my take.
And I think, I feel like this. Certain kids, that's really all they have for real. It is sport. So you just don't know what they got going on at home. They might be the one that can take their family somewhere. They probably got stuff going on that they can't really focus in at, at school or whatever. But sports is their only way out. So that's just my take on that. I'm gonna just keep it short and simple.
I got everybody take, right? I ain't get your take, Bang. How you feel about this Duval Flowers football scandal?
And the way we living out here, dog, everything is a scandal, but it's like you gotta pick your poison. You either class them by age or you class them by weight. Because in high school I played JV and I played varsity because I was in the ninth grade. Only reason I didn't get to play varsity because the nigga in front of me went to the NFL, nigga Julian Peterson. So I couldn't beat that nigga out. So they let me play JV. I got my little shit together. And varsity, probably like 4 games into the playoffs and shit, they moved me up. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody said earlier, sports is might be all these kids got. And like I know, it's easy to get into the street. It's hard as shit to get out that motherfucker though. You know what I'm saying? And I say that to say like I ain't even gonna hold you. This all the sudden. I'm proud of you. Like real nigga time. Like straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? You got something going, you running with it. And I make it my business to be a part of this shit. Like it's a highlight of my motherfucking day. I'm the type of nigga, if my man jamming got something going on, I don't gotta play, nigga. I come right behind you and have fun supporting that shit. You know what I'm saying? But they probably could have did something other than fine a nigga, because teachers should be paid more because they with our kids, if not more than us, just as much as we are as the parents. You know what I'm saying? The teachers be with the kids from 8, sometimes 7 to 6 in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like when you got somebody coaching, You know they don't get paid too much or nothing, and they got a lot of time on their hand. You gotta want to do that shit. You gotta want to come deal with other people's badass kids to try to bring the good out of them through sports. So to find somebody like that with no immediate backup, you know, you set a lot of people back. And so it could be like degrees of shit. Like you could have did something else other than find them. You could have did something, you know what I'm saying? Like, do the responsibility fall on the coach? Maybe. Did the coach know? Maybe. Maybe not. You know what I'm saying? But the kid knew. The parents knew. And sometimes we don't care. Nigga trying to get out there and play football, man. You know, he ain't breaking the law. He probably breaking the policy of schools. But he could be out there bagging shit, robbing banks, shooting people, doing it. A nigga that cheat to play football, I'd rather him cheat to play football than to cheat to do something else. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm
yeah,
with you
Yeah,
on that for
so they
sure.
said some of them was academic. It was because of academics. They said
Yeah.
some of them was playing JV and varsity in the same week, which is
hey, bro.
and makes you ineligible. And it was a player that was wasn't on the actual roster list, but was like from somewhere else type of vibe.
Man, that's light. You talking to a nigga that had a game. We playing against Lamar Riggs. The nigga is in the stand taunting us. At the third quarter after halftime, he was lined up in front of me. The nigga came out the stands and put a uniform on. We was beating the brakes off their ass. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh
we,
yeah,
we
hey, that no, that makes sense.
yeah,
Riggs known for doing shit like
of
that.
course. And that was in the 90s. They still do it.
Yeah, look. Hey, nah, you know, Lamar and Lamar Riggs is two different wrecks or whatever, right?
Nah, I know.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I used to coach the 12 and under basketball up Lamar. We got a couple trophies and shit like the little youth league jump. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, bro, of course we didn't put a little 15-year-old out there to play defense one a couple, you know what I'm saying? That's normal. That's normal uptown.
Crazy work. I was wondering if you was gonna say something. As soon as he said Lamar, I said, "Oh shit, he the
Nah,
Jeter
but he
Nah,
boy."
so
talk
look
about
though, I
Lamar.
got a
Riggs.
question though,
He
y'all. I
talk
got a
about
question.
Riggs over there, the Third Street side, over by the Giant Pass, on that side, by South Dakota side.
Man.
I got a
Yeah,
question. I got a question.
go ahead.
I got a question. So I hear everybody saying, the kids, this might be all they got, you know what I'm saying? All they got is sports, do. They could be doing X, Y, and Z, right? Now, all this shit is about different perspectives, right? So for the schools that they do qualify for whatever jurisdiction they do live in that might got a football program, but it might not be as big as Duval or Flowers, right? Why can't they just go there and make a name for themselves? You know what I'm saying? Or
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna
hold
answer
on. I
that
got one
question
more,
for
one
you.
more, one more, one
I, know-
more,
I
one more.
let me
I got one more
They
question.
let me
can.
answer that.
I got
No,
one
let
more
me answer
question. I
that
got one more
question
question.
for you real quick.
I might
If
forget. That's
Hold on,
why I
hold on,
want
Mhm.
to
hold on,
ask.
hold on.
All right, go ahead, go
Let
ahead.
him get his question out. Let him get his
So
question out.
damn. See, shit. What was the other one? Damn.
You left off at why they can't go to their area school and make their own name. That's where you left off.
Yeah, they had a why they came. It was something else. Go ahead. Tell your answer. It might come back to
But
me.
yeah, but the reason why they don't do that, right? Because Duval, Flowers, Friendly, they all may be like 4A, right? And that area school may only be a 2A, like PG. That's the way PG County jumps run, right? So if they in a 2A, they not getting no Division 1, Division 2. They might not even be getting any Division 3 scouts coming to that high school. Whereas like a Division 4A, 5A, they getting like a lot of Division 3, a lot of Division 2, and like if you really make a name, then you might get some Division 1 come. But Division 1 and 1 and 2, they don't go to PD County. None of them scouts go nowhere less than a 4A when they scouting.
Now I understand all that. So that kind of led to my next. I got it back. So
Got you.
what kind of because we get used to our habits. You know what I'm saying? So let's say you do got the kids that's on the team that know I'm coming to school. I'm not doing shit I'm supposed to do, but the coach let me play. Right? What's that's gonna set in their mind? You know what I'm saying? And then at the same token too, Like if all the kids that know that I'm not supposed to be doing the shit I'm doing, but I'm still being able to play on the team, like even if it's little shit, like just think about what that could set in their mind just moving forward in life. Like, okay, I can cut corners, or I can,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? Even though it's all for good, I'm not saying it's bad, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like I said, I understand the whole this might be my only option. I'm with that. I'm even with the jurisdiction. Like I think they should let kids that got, you know, if you that good, if like your record say you this and
Right.
we need to put you here, I agree with all that. But at the same time, your
I don't.
academics
Yeah, I'm
gotta
with
be on
you on
point
that.
too.
I'm with you on that with the like a combine style. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
freshman, you on the JV, you go work out for, you know, like summertime. Like they got all this money to get, like they get from like sponsors. Like of course Nike, they could tap in, like bro, they could have like county-wide summer workshops where it's like a 3 to 6 week camp. You know what I'm saying? 3 weeks if you ain't really that good, then boom, 6 weeks if you get make it on the board. Like you know, niggas like they go there and recruit, like it's like a recruiting jump for like
But
fresh, like like
So
you
pretty
saying.
much y'all all in agreement that the kids that is athletic over academics.
nah,
No,
I
hell
feel
nah.
like I feel
no,
like
hell
I
no.
feel
But
Because if
like
you go back to my take,
academics.
student athlete, you a student prior to being an athlete. And I'm with bro when he said like if you let them cut corners there, then they're gonna cut corners everywhere in life. You know what I'm saying? Like like even to this point, like if they like, all right, I just gotta go here and I just gotta make a 2.0. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta do just enough.
oh,
Then
I
it's
ain't even
like,
got to do that. I just got to show
yeah,
up. They gonna let me play
show
anyway.
up. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
gonna
I
let me
feel like
play because
academics.
yep,
I feel like academics should always be like a standard because like
Yeah.
sports is basically a privilege. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To get
Right.
that opportunity, but jurisdiction, I feel like that shouldn't be an issue because like
right. I agree there
if
100.
that
percent
person is really good and the area that they live in, that school is trash, but the area that's like 5 miles down, but it's like out of their jurisdiction, but they could still go to that school to play sports. I feel like they should go there. You know what I'm saying? Because it
Just
still should be like an opportunity for
Especially
the child. You know what I'm saying? If
hey,
they could
look,
go
especially the
just
ones
D1
that
for
make
going
it to
for that
school
school.
every day. Like if their
just
attendance was
just for
above 90%. My bad. Go ahead. My bad, because
nah,
I was
I
talking. My
just
bad.
just for argumentative purposes, when it comes to sports and academics, we just got to be real. You said that sports is a privilege, and I feel like being athletically gifted is a gift.
For sure.
It's no way that my 6 year old son is scoring 4 touchdowns a game, getting recruited by colleges at 6. It's no way at a certain point I'm thinking about academics. If you maintain, you ain't gonna be no dummy because you my kid. But this gift that you got right here is generational wealth changing. At some point, I'm the type of nigga, you know what? I'll homeschool your ass.
Right.
We about to get you in into here
But
so
is
we
y'all
can
like
go where we
is y'all
it
The
like
remember the
in the
movie
privilege
remember the
though?
movie Blue Chips?
blue chip, yeah.
Every one of them niggas was so athletic that they was stupid. That niggas went
Yeah.
to go break the rules to go buy them niggas to come play. Football is it's a life
My boy
changing. It's
McNulty.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. But
He went to go get
academics
all that.
definitely it should be
Yeah.
a standard, and I feel like if you lower the standard, it might be cheating myself as an individual. But
Yeah, I don't think they did. I don't think they should lower the standard. I think student
th-
athletes should have a slightly different curriculum.
definitely, especially if you
I'm gonna tell
know
you
the
why.
nigga
I'm gonna
got an
explain.
IEP. If he got an IEP, there's no way you putting him in tag classes, bro.
But then
Ain't
if you need a certain curriculum, then that definitely makes playing sports a privilege. Then you know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
I'm
And it
not.
well,
I'm
also
not.
still it
I'm
this
still
not
also
debating the
make it a
privilege part.
privilege because just like
this my
it's
gift.
three more people on the team that could do what your son could do. You know what I'm saying? So it's always a privilege anywhere you go where it's like competition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The
I'm
Privilege
not
privilege
debating.
is
I'm not
being in.
debating the privilege. I'm not
No,
debating
no,
the
no.
privilege, but I
I'm
do
debating it
agree that
just
they
for
should have a
debating
different
purposes.
curriculum.
They definitely should, definitely because it's. I
So
feel like
I got a question.
a dual athlete, a athlete, and a person that's going to school. You got to give them some type of rhythm like that. Their life is consumed right now. You forcing me to go to school, but I
I got a
want to play
question.
ball.
I got a question.
And
I got a question.
All right.
So I got a this ain't got nothing to do with football, but I got a nephew up in Boston, right?
Uh,
And He probably like 15, 16 right now. He play basketball though. And one thing that because he real talented, right? He one of them ones on his team. But one thing he don't like is the fact that like when the conversation come up with him or like just a family friend or somebody on it's always about basketball. It's always about basketball, right? So
Mhm.
for me, no matter how gifted or talented any individual is, regardless, like academics gotta be like priority because even if he gifted to the point it's like I can attain this wealth, I can get niggas out the hood in the league. Okay, if I know that he got the potential to get there, okay, cool. Let me shape him into or mold him into the person he gotta be. So when he get there, he not making the mistakes because all he was worried about up until that point was football. Now life hit him once he get to that point. It's like, damn.
That's what that to my point about the
But
different curriculum. I think that starting in high school, they should start getting speech classes, media training, shit like that, along
nah,
with their
they
basic
should
math,
they should
basic
get that shit
English.
in eighth grade, sixth grade. When puberty hit, they should be getting trained in media, because like it's one thing to just send somebody at the podium and ask some questions, but it's another thing for a poised person to step up and just take it on and just flow with it. You know what I'm saying? They definitely academics is always important. Period. Point blank. Like I said, this was just for debating purposes
Yeah.
and shit. And I'm an athlete that was fucked up because of a grade. Like I know what it's like to get set out of a game that you're supposed to be in
Mm,
because of a grade. Because of
mm.
a grade. Like I'm the
What
nigga. You
that
know
shit
what I'm
feel like?
doing, man. Like you ever
And that's
live with a
why
girl? You ever live with a girl?
Yeah.
You ever y'all ever had an argument that you felt like wasn't that big, and then she go to get in the shower and come back ass naked and get in the bed and roll over and have your back to her? That's
Yeah.
what it feel like. That don't feel good at all.
Yeah. Fucking
My
with
my touch is not warranted. Like I can't
you.
even
Mm-hmm.
hug you, bitch. Like you that mad at me. Like I need to get out this bed. I need to get out of bed. I need to go to the couch. You that mad? I'm not that mad. I came in the bed with you.
I don't
I'm
even
not
know if
that
my
mad.
services is needed here anymore.
You on the bitch
Get
for
to question his
real.
own existence.
and
Tell you.
Okay, so okay,
and that's
so
why
okay.
to Sharice's point, they need like that Coach Carter treatment. They need coaches like the
Yeah,
Coach Carter
exactly.
treatment
Now
but
exactly.
they
Real
need
life.
that. But
Real
I
life.
All right, let's
swear they
give
need that and a slightly different curriculum,
Teen
right?
Titans type shit.
Because
I'm not Teen Titans down. What's the
let
name of the movie?
Marvin
remember
ask
the
his
Titans,
question and
Remember
we're
the
TC
gonna move
Titans.
on.
Williams.
Remember the Titans.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no, so look though, y'all. Look, so I hear everybody different perspectives, but in reality, y'all, these are kids and ain't no guarantee none of these little, none of them gonna go to the league. Ain't no guarantee, right? So even with like the certain curriculum, I believe that should start once they get to college. Because once you get to college, it's damn near more so for sure like what's gonna happen. It's still in middle school, high school, ain't no guarantee. Nigga might get hurt. You know what I'm saying? There's so
Not
much
middle
that could
school.
go on. Yeah, not middle school, right?
I'm thinking like when the seniors get the half days and shit.
Yeah,
I'm
like
thinking
junior,
starting like
Yeah.
the
senior year.
junior year,
Going
just
into
start
college.
giving
Okay,
them.
I'm with that. I'm with
Yeah,
that. Going into
yeah. I
college,
feel
yeah.
like junior year they should start taking like speech classes, public speaking and shit like that.
College prep. Uh-huh.
Yeah, like that, like like the college prep shit. Instead of
Yeah,
AP
now that makes
classes,
sense.
put them
That makes
niggas
sense.
in like media training, speech classes, motherfucking Cause think about it, right? Yeah, they may not
Finances
go
and
to the
all that.
league, but guess what? They may not
Yeah,
go to the
financial
league, right?
literacy.
Think
Because
about it.
they
It's
getting paid in
32.
college
It's hold
now.
on, wait. 30. I was about to say it's 32 teams in the league. It's over 200. It's over 100 schools giving out NIL deals. You feel me? So they got
Hmm.
way more chance to make money at
Mm-hmm.
that intermediate level. So that's why I say start them at 11th grade. Because by
Nah,
11th grade,
facts.
you know by 11th grade. Some of these
Facts.
niggas by ninth grade, 10th grade, but
It's more
11th
Mm-hmm.
grade
difficult for
for
basketball.
sure. Yeah, you got a 5 to 10 team idea of where you might could end up by 11th grade. So by then, all right, now you need to, now you getting student athlete curriculums, but
Yeah.
Right.
All right,
student
guys. Just to
Athlete.
remind y'all, this is a very, very small percentage of children and
Right.
Americans. So we going through a long drawn out curriculum about a very, very small percentage of
But
children. You know what I'm saying? Which to Z's point, I don't know. We mad investing in that. That's probably why certain things are in place the way it is, man. The entertainment and sports industry definitely got us in a chokehold. But guess what else
Definitely.
got us in a chokehold, man? Church and different depictions of people that proclaim they are whisperers of God, man. So on to the pulpit, man. We got Bishop Marvin Winans, man, is under a whole lot of fire after a viral video of him rejecting the churchgoers' donation, saying, "This ain't what I asked you for." He was asking all his churchgoers to come up, and everybody that had 1,000 plus 1,000, meaning everybody that was given 2,000 or more, to come up first, and then it was going to trickle down to the later people. So pretty much, he was going to get the biggest donations he can, and then he was going to trickle down to the rest. One lady accidentally came up there with $1,200. He kind of called her out. Another lady came up there and she had 2,000, but the way she did her math, I don't think he understood it. And then she corrected him. So how y'all feel about paying tithes or whatever our beliefs may be? All these viral pastors going, you know what I'm saying, through all these issues and coming under fire with all of these certain situations when they asking for tithes and they asking for offerings. Do y'all feel like this is what the word preaches based on whatever y'all believe, or do y'all feel like they deserve to go viral and get scrutinized?
They deserve to go viral. That's greedy as a mug. Like, my bad. Yeah, like
Now
it's
you don't.
it's just greedy for real. Like, I'm gonna just leave it at that. It's greedy.
So I seen a video. That was crazy. In front of her son. Like you can't be doing stuff like that. Then you supposed to be a pastor, but hey, I mean, that's like when you said. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, they said it very well. I agree. Like that's out of line. I believe that if people do want to pay tithes, that they very much should pay your tithes, and faith base and spirit leads them to pay these churches and religious um, establishments. So yeah, go and do it. But I feel like just the manner of how it's being done, it looks like it's just like business, honestly. It seems like the pastor is neglecting the faith-based portion of it and forgetting the reasons behind it. I think he's turned this into a business for sure. I watched a long portion of the clip. There was a woman who he had made it very clear that he wanted in that line that you had to be at 2,000 or just like 1,000 increments. Like it should not be like odd amounts. There was a woman who came up there and gave 25,000 and some change, 25,300, something like that. But he accepted it, no questions asked, happy, tossed it in there, happy. I was like, it really was the numbers that he was paying attention to, but his eyes was so excited about that number and that check, he was just like, oh, I'm gonna neglect the basis of what I started this on. So it really was just business, and he's just money hungry. Also, the building has been under construction for 20 plus years. I guess since 2003, excuse me. So obviously he's keeping the money also. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Bad business.
Yeah, I agree with Z. He abusing his power for sure. And honestly, people only got as much power as you give them. Them people, I mean, if they wanted to give it, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? He wrong though, because he is going about it like it's a business, and I don't even know what they need the money for. But I feel as though with ties in the church, it should be whatever you got to offer. We'll take whatever you got to give. It shouldn't be no demand for no amount. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he did as wrong, and all the other pastors that do it, they did wrong too. But as far as the people that's going up there and paying it, that's on them. So Like, if they want to do it, they ain't got no problem with it. To each his own. That's my take.
I'm not sure about what I'm hearing about what happened, but what I'm understanding is, like, I don't know the question because of when I came in on this. Pause. But what I understand is, you're saying that a pastor is making money using the church as a business. Am I right or wrong, Trey? Or I'm not sure what
Yeah,
you.
pretty much. He's trying to enforce commitment in God, and paying 10%, and try to get him to give back.
This is something that we've all known since kids. Like, if you got the best car, you get to sit on the front row. If you got the most money, you get to sit on the front row. We all know this. Just like that's the reason why when people open up these churches, quote unquote businesses, they don't have to pay taxes on it. And then everything that they spend or whatever, they get their money back at the end of the year. It's a flip. And a lot of people use it as a business because that's exactly what it is. When church in the temple, as God spoke of, is you. And it has nothing to do with the actual physical building. And when they talk about tithes and offering, a tithe could be something as simple as a smile. A tithe had nothing to do with 10% of your money. And I remember one time I tried to join a church, just to try to venture off into different avenues or whatever. And the very first thing they told me was I had to give them my job statements and bank statements in order to join them, so that they can take 10% automatically of everything I make in order for me to make it in heaven. I was like, nah. But it's always been a business.
That's
You on
crazy.
mute. You on
But
mute.
oh, I'm so.
Now you good now?
Yeah, yeah. I'm sitting up there
Man.
like, what's
I'm
up,
sorry, you
bro?
mean to
So
cut
I'm
you
like,
off. What's up, fool? So I'm like,
what's up? Yeah, though, like he hit it on the nose. Church and prostitution is probably the oldest professions in the book. Because one thing about it, you don't know a pastor or preacher, a leader of a church that don't drive a Mercedes or a foreign car, or if it's American, it's a Cadillac. Those cars are all in a certain tax bracket. You know what I'm saying? I knew that shit was janky when I used to see my grandmother cry about the light bill. Back in the day, $100 light bill was just too many lights on in the house. We got $100 light bill. It ain't that much light electricity going on in this motherfucker when half of the day the sun is out. You know what I'm saying? So she'll sit up there and cry, and then I'll watch her in the same breath dial that number that come up on the screen to Reverend Ike and write that nigga a check. And I'm like, damn, dude, you just was crying about the light bill. You sending this man $200 and the light bill like 60, and you mad, But like like he said, it's always been a business. The lady with the big hat, that's the lady of the family that's paying the tithes with the most money because the big hat lady sits on the front row. She's never in the back. She's cool with the pastor. You know what I'm saying? It's like prophetic pimping. It was a dude on Instagram, Lamar Whitehead or some shit. Some nigga he just got out of prison. The nigga staged a robbery in church doing service. And they took like $1 million worth of jewelry from the nigga. But he staged the shit just to do that shit and get the people to send more money. But just like he said, it's a flip. And and God to deal with them because you can't use God in the bullshit. You gotta use him after you get out of the bullshit, not for the bullshit. God don't fuck with the bullshit. That's the devil's work. So you try to mix that shit don't be working out right. But yeah, that's my take on that though.
Yeah, so when it comes to like the super church preachers and the viral pastors, I never trust them because when I first got into meditation, we had to do energy sensing. And I remember I had to sense Greg Osteen. and he has the same energy, like the same energy vibration as Chief Keef. So that should tell you a lot. And everybody is right. The church is a business because in order for them to sign up, they have to do a 501(c). So it's basically a nonprofit organization. And when you tap into law, you find out that the church, the bank, my bad, the bank is protected by the church through a coalition that started like way back in like the 1300s. So yeah, it's all a business. And when it comes to like tithes, I feel like when you get tithes and offering, that should be like from your heart to like a homeless person. When you see a homeless person, you should give from the heart and always think if you was in that situation, you would want somebody to give to you, and that's like a deed for the Most Highs. You know what I'm saying? That's how I give tithes and offering. But as far as like making a donation to the church, there's no need to do that because it's a tax write off. They get all their money back. And like bro was saying, I remember riding with my mother. She had a purple caravan, and that joint used to like cut off. And I remember one day we was coming back from church, and I looked out the window to my left, and I seen the pastor riding in the Rolls Royce. He was riding in the back seat getting chauffeured by one of the deacons. And I was like, my mother is giving this man money. But yeah, don't get no money to it. It's a non-profit organization. They already get money protected. The bank is protected by the church. You know what I'm saying? That's my take on that.
I got an unpopular opinion on this, right? Because oh no, I'm talking to them. I got an unpopular opinion on this, right? Because I'm of the mindset of the shit. The preacher need to get paid too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going in there giving out that money. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all can't be mad at that. One of the rappers said, "You ain't got to go to church to get to know your God, right?" Don't they say? You know what I'm saying? So it's like I look at it, let them get paid, man. If you want to stop them from getting paid, then change the rules.
I
What you
ain't.
know about the viral teacher? I mean, the viral preacher, man, going off on a lady about her not giving enough money.
Oh, dude, I don't. Come on, Durant. Come on, Durant. Come on, Durant. Come on, Durant. Come on, Durant.
Y'all kind of got mixed messages.
Yeah, I don't like none of this. I'm not Christian, and when I was little, I honestly was thinking about. I forgot I was traumatized when I was a kid. My mom used to like to go to churches like that. Her friends would recommend her to go to, or elderly women would recommend her to go to. And one time we went to this church, and that day I didn't want to go anyways. Like I did not want to go because it was just too much. Like leading up to go there, it was just too much, and I don't like doing stuff when it's too much leading up to it. But anyways, we go. Why, when it's time to pay tithes, the pastor didn't get as much money as he wanted or needed? He locked the doors and said nobody could leave until he reached the amount. I'm glad my mom blew a fuse because I would have been the one to do it. Because as soon as I heard that, I was so scared. I was like, oh heck no. And I was like, I don't even go here. But my mom was like, you have to let us out. We are just visitors. We don't, this is not our congregation. And then he was like, no. Then she said she would call the police. Then he let us go. He said that she was disrespectful and she couldn't come back anymore. But yeah,
Shit, who the fuck
I
want to
don't
come
believe
back?
in none of that. I
All
don't
right.
like that, honestly. But
I'm
if
glad
you
I'm glad
must,
you banned me,
pay the
bitch, because I
pastor,
ain't coming back.
pay the
I ain't coming
pastor.
back to you blocking no fucking doors.
No.
But if y'all motherfuckers want, if people go in there and they pay their money, then y'all can't be
Pay.
mad at the nigga for accepting it. I give a
Man,
fuck
so
what
But
if we
it doesn't
join,
matter
is
who
we
you
joining
give
a
to
25,000.
church
people
or we joining an
too.
organization? Which one? Which one we
I
joining? Is we
feel
joining a
like
church or
An
we joining an
business, you
organization.
organization?
gotta do good business. You can't be treating people like that overall. And I feel like I across the board, like I don't care if people give their money, but the way that he spoke to that woman and the other people who led up, and then someone had mentioned like her son was right there. Like I think that all of that stuff should be accounted for. Like don't be talking
I
to people
still
like
got
that
a
because he need to
championship
be
way
mindful
before
where
the
his
went
heart
there.
is going to be
And
resting
OKC.
when he gets
Okay.
cold.
The rent had to go to.
But you gotta mute when you're not talking or somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But I'm with you on that, right? And I'm with you what you said earlier. They should go viral, so motherfuckers will know. Don't give your money to that one. You know what I'm saying? Go find a better one than that one. But it's an organization. That shit is not like a church. A church is pretty much an organization. All this shit.
You gotta pay for the entertainment, bro. You gotta pay for
Yeah.
everything. You
Better
gotta pay for
pay
the
attention.
choir
Sometimes
service.
that should be worth the price of admission, though. That's why the motherfuckers be getting up. See, I told you I got an unpopular opinion on this. I'm sorry,
Entertainment
man.
stuff.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut the
But
fuck up.
The price of admission.
the
That
price
should
of
be worth the price of
admission.
admission,
Hey,
man. I'm
it's
telling you.
it's cool. It's
Especially if you go
cool
to
if they get paid.
Ebenezer.
They can get paid. We ain't got no problem with it. But it's getting paid and van is taken. That's a you can't take $1,000 from a motherfucker that only make 500 and they pressing to give you their $1,000. You shouldn't take that. You the church. You here to help me. When I'm going through problems with my wife, I need to know I can talk to you. I'm fucking around talk to you. You fucking around talk to my wife and try to fuck my wife. Now I gotta
That's
kill
exactly
you
what they
cause,
doing now.
cause
Cause they
you the
once you
They
come to
pastor.
talk
already
to him,
getting
now he got the
paid off.
inside
They already
info.
getting paid off the taxes though. They
You know what
And
I'm
flip
they
the
saying?
money,
and they
so
smashing the wives of the members.
I remember we
Like
used to go.
they
I remember
they
we
hustling.
gotta
used to
atone
go.
for that.
We used to
They
go to
gotta
church
atone for
and
that
we used to
though.
make bets. So like me and my brother used to go to church and we used to make bets once the like that part of the church sermon where it's like not halftime but like right after halftime when they got the band playing.
Uh-huh.
And with
Yeah.
the band playing, we was make bets and see who was gonna catch the Holy Ghost.
Uh-huh. It's always the lady in the
I
big
was
hat.
just about to say. I was about to say you talking about the Holy Ghost intermission. Yeah, for shit show.
Yeah. Hey, look,
The price of
I used to cry
admission.
when my grandmother caught it because I ain't understand what was going on. And I just know, like, I'm looking, I'm like, "Nah, I'm about to fuck somebody up in
Do
this joint."
y'all do y'all do y'all think people get paid around the world to speak? You know what I'm saying? You got public speakers who get paid. Do you think pastors take that in consideration?
That's what I was just thinking. The
That's
They
price
not
of
the
are a
same
public
thing.
admission.
speaker.
They're
They
actually
are a
Five oh
public.
one
Nah,
c.
it
public
is the same
speakers.
thing.
That's
But
not the
I
Nah,
same
thought
thing.
they
but
only get
pastors
paid
don't
off of how much they
technically
touch
get
people.
booked, or you know what I'm saying? Like people get booked to speak, and so for a
Shit,
pastor,
me.
like
These niggas get interviews and shit like that. We talk
Right.
about him now. This nigga gonna be interviewed. He gonna get paid to do an interview.
yeah,
Somebody
So
but
gonna want
so
that first interview after this.
Getting
so
paid to speak the word of God is diabolical though.
so when Cat Williams comes to
Right.
town though,
Because tithes ain't paying the pastor for
right?
his service.
So when Cat
Like
Williams comes to town and he sells out concerts, what's the difference with Christians? They're doing the same thing. They're just selling out the concerts.
Nah, that's a talent. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and
He
another
doing
thing
something with
is
a talent.
too.
He
Wait,
not
you
reading
don't
the
think talking to
Bible.
nigga out his
Like
you don't think talking to nigga out his money using the word of God is not a talent? That's not a talent.
No, what
nah,
I'm
that's
Told you I
Yeah,
saying
got
but
an
is
not.
I
unpopular
think the
opinion on
point
this
that
shit.
y'all missing is that
Diabolical
he's
as it
telling them what to give him. I think
That's
that's the problem.
That's
narcissistic and
that's
sociopath.
called professional manipulation at the highest
It's
level.
different if they
diabolical
just
as
choose
it
to give him a
is.
thousand, 2,000, but he damn near making them feel like y'all ain't got no choice.
Hey, bro, this what I'm saying. You ain't asking me for no $1,000 when your car better than mine, your jewelry bigger than mine. Only thing I probably got you beat in is the way my bitch look. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't even know if I count that as a win because soon she get mad and come talk to the pastor, you might try and stick my bitch. And now I'm catching a hate crime murder charge 'cause I done killed the pastor. Everybody
Hey,
looking
now
at me
look,
crazy.
you know what? Nah, you know what? Even if she don't, you know why it's still not a win? Because all them niggas paying that nigga, he can go get one of his three that he fucking in the church. He could go send their ass to Miami and come back a whole new jump. He already got
Yeah,
the
but
Mercedes.
exactly. But pressing me for 1,000, just take my little penny. You know what I'm saying? Because I should be if I'm giving you 1,000, I should be able to ask for 1,000. I mean, you the church. I'm late on my rent this month.
y'all y'all
Church,
making it
I
seem
don't.
like I need to be a pastor.
Nah, that's what I'm thinking. Like
You
that
you
might be the
do?
move though.
Hey,
That
some
might be
churches
the
Listen,
move.
listen.
members though.
Listen, and especially the ones that know how to work the system to get grants to be like, oh yeah, this is we're gonna throw a community event, and they getting
Yeah.
grants for 50 grand, and they going, all right, they may fuck around in the first couple of years, you may be like, all right, this nigga to help me with my rent twice, yeah, whole time that was the city really helping your ass with your rent. So now here you are,
Right.
5 years down the line, you giving this nigga 1,500 a month. And you ain't seeing that shit ever again after you get the first couple swerves.
Yeah, me personally, I ain't against the pastor getting paid. Like, yeah, get your money, but at the same
I'm with
token,
it.
it's like y'all said,
It's
it's a
the it,
nonprofit. So it's like damn, it's
it's
offering meaning nigga, I'm giving what I choose to give. This
Right.
damn thing like a hostage situation. Like nigga, y'all better give me what I want, or I'm locking these doors because I got a lifestyle I'm trying to maintain, and I need
Oh no,
X,
the
Y, and
locking the
Z.
doors is crazy. Locking the
Locking the
doors is
doors is
crazy.
crazy.
No, that's
it,
All
crazy.
that
That's
shit is
down.
crazy.
That's
Getting in the line is crazy.
hey, they do it. Now look, they do it. I don't know. I don't know the Winans down. I don't know. Like, did he lock the doors too, or he just talked to somebody kind of crazy?
Nah, he ain't locking no doors.
All right, yeah, all right. So cool. All right, well, yeah, I'm speaking to to anybody that don't lock the doors. All the rest of them, let them niggas get paid, man. Like, just make sure that they go viral since we in this social media era where everything is recorded. Just make sure they go viral so that they don't get as much money as they used to get. So they'll learn. Oh, you hit like they say with the white man, you hit the white man in his pockets, make him feel it. You know what I'm saying? Hit that pastor in his pockets, make him feel it, make him go viral, lose a few members and shit. But the ones, the other ones, like,
Oh,
look, you choosing to give them that money, let
yeah.
them get paid.
Okay. All right. To end off who's Sicing, man, we got the tragic story in hip hop of Julio Foolio. Another tragic story, man, from over and over and over we done heard with endless beefs. Is Florida rapper Julio Foolio was killed, man. His murder charge case just started. But the bigger thing is his death makes us have to force the conversation of all of this trauma, this beef, this retaliation in hip hop. How much is the music feeling the madness, or culture, or America, or what new explanation can the panel give us on why do these beefs keep happening over and over and feeling from music into the streets?
Okay, so for me, I feel like I feel like with all the social media and everybody want to be number one, the clout and all that, and just having influence. Period. A lot of the artists really not used to being in that position, and two, if somebody dish you or like let's say something happened in real life and it hit the net, a lot of these artists or whoever feel like they got to prove a point. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the music, to me, it's just entertainment. It's cool, but taking myself out of it, you do got a lot of people that, especially the youngest, who listen to the music and feel like they got to do what they hear, what they listen to. You know what I'm saying? They got to, in a sense, show that they about that too. You know what I mean? Like even when it comes to cities, you got different cities that they want to be known for whatever based on the music that represents that city. So that everybody trying to make a name for themselves. But yeah, I think the music play a huge impact. But at the same token, it's entertainment, and I think that's what people got to realize how to separate the two. Even the artists themselves, like they got to realize like this entertainment. Like don't get into this business beefing. Like that shouldn't even be like a focus. Like this shit should be about strictly getting money. You know what I'm saying? Collaborating and just taking that shit as far as you can. That's my take.
shit. Let me see. I had to pause my game for this one. I still don't understand. I don't know, but it's crazy. I feel like that shit more so down south is something in their water, like Florida and shit. Like you don't want to be from Florida rapping because you gonna probably die. And then what's the other spot they be down like shit over this rap shit? Chicago. But then like I don't know, it's like a mental thing or something. These motherfuckers be possessed. Shit different now. These shit different. Shit different. Like what I look like, I'd rather battle you over the beat. then to have to do something to you. We can do anything to each other in the verse, and ain't nobody got to pay nothing, no doctor bills, no nothing. You can say what you want on the song, just don't say it to my face. And as long as we got it like that, we ain't never got no beef. I don't know what's up with these niggas because I don't see how you can beef and do music. Because if we beefing, we beefing. You know, shit happens when you beefing. You know, sleep don't be sleeping right, and you know you get nervous doing things that I can't do what I want to do, what I love to do, and I'm beefing because if I'm beefing, I'm not going to do this. We gonna beef, so we got to get it on and shit, you know. But my take on all that is like I don't know. This shit is crazy though. It is. Now that I think about it, that shit crazy. Now niggas scared to rap. But yeah, that's my take on that.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead. Trying to post. But I don't think that rap music has anything to do with anybody dying because you should listen to Basquiat or Mozart and do a drive-by. It, it's all about, I think a lot of it has to do with egos and misunderstandings. That's why a lot of youngins today is doing what they do because I don't mean to show my age or sound old, but back in like the 90s, even the early 2000s, like Banks said, when it came to rap, it was on the beat, pause. It was always on the music. It was never physical, unless it was something that was physical, like some 50 Cent shit or some Gucci Man shit. But that had to do with other, that even had nothing to do with music. But like a lot of these youngsters today listen to whatever they listen to and they go in with that mindset versus having a different.
Yeah, I don't feel like the music creates the violence. I just feel like it documents it and it reflects it, and the labels capitalize off of it. You know, with Foolio death, it was basically gang related between him and whoever he was beefing with. He made a few songs. He even made a song on the Fantasia beat, dissing one of those people that his members killed. So, you know, karma. But I don't feel like it creates the violence. It just documents it and reflects it. That's my take on it.
Uh, so I say this. He supposedly not supposedly he got killed last year, and the trial don't start to this year. I think that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I think that the trial probably should have been started earlier because it's like the first of five is just went on trial like within the past 48 hours. I think that's crazy. Um, Other than that, people die every day. It ain't the music fault. Like A said, I think the music just documents it as well. I definitely don't think it's the music. But if you think about it, like they doing dumb shit, like bringing their outside life into the rap music too specific. You can do it, but just don't be super specific about what you know what I'm saying. Because men have egos, and if you hear something about your man on a song, and oh this dude popping more, so now people gonna look at it as a different way. You know what I'm saying? I guess maybe his situation might, according to that, no, I just made a contradiction basically. I think the majority of it, the music don't have nothing to do with it. But nowadays, like bro said, the Chicago shit and this situation, if you doing that, like then yeah, the music, like they got to take the super specific shit out. They got to take the super specific shit out, and then make it, it won't be as treacherous as far as the murders and the violence behind it. That's my take.
Okay. I mean, do
Yeah, I
y'all feel like
contradicted myself though, because I started off with I don't think it's
I
the
think
music, but then when I started thinking more about it, like this particular situation and a lot of the recent situations, like the egos, like men have egos, so they doing a little too much. They need to take the super specific shit out and then just generalize it.
And how they carry themselves too, though. You know what I'm saying? You are what you attract. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them niggas move like, you know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck. Even
do
with the
y'all feel
music, it
like
reflects in
drill
the
music glorify violence, or do y'all feel like it reflect reality, like they telling their story?
little bit of both.
To be
Reality
honest, I still don't know what drill music
Yeah, boo.
is.
off of
Like
their
Chief Keef.
Gangster rap.
Oh, say gangster rap. That's what they calling it nowadays, drill
They call
music.
it drill music now.
I think
Damn,
that country music entices violence.
Your mic is crazy, bro.
your whole setup is crazy,
Me?
but
Yeah, you
yeah.
sound like R1D2.
He said he think that country music incites violence. I agree to a point with that though, because
What
motherfuckers
country
is
songs
talking.
incite violence?
They,
country about getting cheated or they getting drunk, man.
yeah, and that make motherfuckers with egos want to go do some wild shit. You get cheated on, then you get drunk, and now you want to go beat a motherfucker up. Bro
So you
just
saying
said
that? So
earlier.
you saying that
Listen,
correlates with niggas, people getting killed, brothers, cousins, kids,
yeah,
fathers, and niggas
it's
making
a.
songs about it and saying their names is the same as
No, I didn't say
getting
that. I
drunk
didn't.
and
I
talking
didn't
about
say that.
getting cheated on?
Who said that? No, but you putting words in my mouth.
I'm
I never
saying
said
country
that.
music. And you just said,
Incites
yeah,
violence.
no.
I
the
said I
same
agree
kind of
that.
violence that we talking about
I
with
never
drill
said
music.
that. I didn't say that.
Who just said that? I thought that's what you was making your comment off of. Somebody saying that,
No,
and
he
you was
said
agreeing.
country. He said I think country music
Boom.
incites violence as well, and I said I agree with that.
To the same extent as
And I
drill
never.
music,
No, I don't know. I don't agree with it to the same extent. No,
same extent. Boom. Where these country songs at?
you can find them all over YouTube.
Everybody at the bar get tipsy. That's the same as 6-7 doot doot.
But he asking you,
Well, I don't think they actually correlate because in the country songs, they are specified towards whoever's involved. I do see where Trey is going at. Like this drill music, a lot of innocent people that have nothing to do with nothing get affected by these actions. Well, but then the country people saying that they want to get drunk, they do drive sometimes, so they could be drunk driving and cause accidents. But overall, for the most part, it's targeted attacks that only the person they were going for gets affected. And most of the time they deserved it. They just had emotional instability and didn't know how to process like emotions. But
what's
I
the
don't
song
think it's
about
the
the
same.
girl? The country song about the girl key? She keyed his car and did all this wild shit to his car.
Yes.
Yeah,
With
that don't incite
Carrie
violence.
Underwood, that's what went
Yeah, she
crazy.
Whoa,
if she
this is a
if she
crazy
dealing
pivot.
if she
But
dealing with a if she dealing with a a crazy enough person, we're not gonna act like people ain't out here going to jail for this type of shit.
Well,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it's
He
But you
illegal,
might
got
but
also
that's
remember though,
he
But
might have
but
society
introduced
but
her
country
to a mirror
in
or
their
that's
own
two.
not the same
personal.
though. That's not the
No, I,
same.
I
Country
I
music.
never said it was the same. I don't know why y'all keep trying to
But
pin this same shit.
because y'all keep making it a
but
conversation.
Yeah, right.
Every
What I'm
genre of
saying is
music
it don't
promotes
correlate in no way
alcoholism.
because
Okay, guys, like
with
y'all
drill
keep harping
music,
on country music, making it a conversation when we talking about
so
drill music and the effect that shit has on
so
our
does
culture.
yeah.
Like,
does
the
that
fuck
mean
is y'all
that
talking
does
about?
that mean that country music is worse? Because country music promotes it promotes child what you call it? It promotes I forget the name of it. When
In our
it promotes
culture,
rape. Yeah,
in our culture.
yes. When you go to the when you
So
go to
country
the
music is
baseball
doing the
game, they
same
still
effect to
sing.
our culture that drill music is doing.
Niggas don't even really listen to country.
That's what I'm saying. We actually go to baseball games and sing what's that song about the little girl?
No, you
Sweet
do.
Caroline.
Sweet Caroline, ba,
Right.
ba.
We
Got a
do not go
12-year-old
to
kid.
baseball. Niggas don't go to
Country
baseball.
music ain't our culture.
Yes,
Come
they
on.
do.
Yeah, that's
It's
not
Country
definitely
music
not.
is
It's
our
definitely
culture.
not.
Yes, it is.
He's
you
by
heard
himself. He's
hearing
by himself with
no
trying to say
references
that it
to them, but that's
correlates because
not
I
what
don't think it correlates. But I
they
do
not
think
gonna be
that.
bumping country.
Country music is us. You know that. What was Little Richard? A country artist. Country music is
This is
us.
I mean,
true.
We created
The
country
country
base,
came
music.
Come
from
on,
jazz.
we not
Country
talking
come from
about
We
jazz
Richard.
and
created
not
blues
jazz.
and
Richard
there.
was a
blues.
country
We're
artist.
not
Jazz
there
and
yet for it to
blues.
fall.
Yeah,
We're
jazz and
not
We
blues was
created it all.
ours.
local.
We created
Maybe you
country
could get
first.
away with the blues, but no, not
All
with
the
country.
slave songs was country tunes. Y'all didn't know that? All them slave songs country rap.
But we don't sing slave songs no more. Is the point?
We don't, but that's where it came from.
I
Or if you
know,
took a
but
slave song
evolution
and
wise, it's
added
not.
guitar
It
to it,
don't correlate
take a
in modern.
take a slave song, take a
Nah,
slave
but look,
song and
We
add a
don't
guitar to
sing
it.
slave songs.
Now you
That's
got
probably
country.
why we don't like country
niggas ain't
though,
getting
for
in
real.
gang
It's
beef.
because of the correlation of slavery. People, a lot of Black Americans run from. They like slavery is like horrific, and they want to get away from it any means, like they don't want any association to that for real, or any
Then you
reference
got
to that
niggas.
from
You got niggas that's addicted to slavery. I
they.
mean, everything they niggas watch, listen to, talk about is slavery. So I think it go both
Mm-hmm.
ways.
It goes both ways.
But country, y'all bringing country into this conversation is mad crazy. Maybe that's why
Uh,
we don't even get answers about the effect this shit have on our culture. Because niggas want to bring up country music. Now I understand
drill
that Beyonce and a
drill
bunch of people
music is
trying to get
kill
into that
music.
lane. But basically,
Yeah,
what about the
They
effect
said the
that
same thing about
drill
rock and
music?
roll. It's all about the person. I could listen to Metallica
drill
and act
music
normal.
right now. Drill music right now is what they had NWA band. That's me. Who shit fucked up like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
Oh, I
But
don't
it
know. Wow.
was. I think people just kept their beefs more in their
I was doing that.
artistry. But it was still getting hot in the streets. But the beef was really in the artistry for real. Still, like all
I
the.
I would have to agree with you. Oh, I'm sorry, damn, you talking my bad. Go ahead, keep going.
No, I'm done. I'm done for real.
I agree with it too.
My bad, my bad. I'm sorry. No, I apologize for cutting you off. I was just gonna say I think that in today's society, like y'all, like to your point, in today's society, no country music does not affect the black culture, quote unquote, as much as the drill rap. Because yes, more people are dying in relationship to the drill rap than they are the country music
First
in
of all,
our culture.
you can't even make a drill song unless you killing a nigga. Like it's no need of making a drill song if you ain't trying to go through with the shit. Because you basically making a song telling everything you gonna do. You basically incriminating yourself.
Yeah,
And
drill
then
is
if you
like the how can I say
the
this?
the
Drill is
final
like the
step
street.
before you go to jail.
You know how niggas say like you dragging, when niggas flexing, dragging they nuts. So drill
Yeah.
is more so like, okay, if you dragging, you on the song, flexing, talking your shit, money shit, whatever, big boy shit. But drill is more so the same shit, but on the other end where it's like, oh, we slid on this nigga, we robbed this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or
It's
So
only
drill is
killing. It's only
drill is a
killing. That's
confession
it.
on tape.
Yeah, it's only killing. Ain't
Oh,
nothing
that's
about
weird.
drill but murder.
That's
That's it.
weird.
Ain't no
That's
money,
not gangster
ain't no
rap.
cars, ain't no girls. It's just straight.
there
We
is.
Oh
shooting
no,
up.
that's
we
not
That's
gangster
it.
smoking on
rap.
your man or something. Like they
There
had
is gangster rap.
No, that's not
Jones.
gangster
We
rap.
Nah,
smoking on
that ain't.
too.
That's drill.
They're
That ain't
rapping.
gangster. That's drill.
They're killing on behalf of gangs and shit.
But
Mm-hmm.
this is
But
saying
they putting it
gangster
in the
rap.
There's
You
the
music.
don't.
gang. It's
You
called.
don't
That's what
gotta
the
kill a
Queen
nigga
say.
in gangster rap. You
That's
don't
the
gotta. You
lingo that's in the drill music.
do you know
The
the
language is in the
this
drill music is the kind of guns, what they call UUVs, what their name, their gang name is, what the opposite gang name is,
He being too
what they
technical with
the
call
gangster
the
rap.
murder.
That's
Yeah.
all.
the difference
Yeah. Who
between
died?
gangster
Who shoot?
rapping.
Who the
The
shooter?
the difference between gangster rapping and drill music is this simple. It's anything is gangster. It's a lifestyle. Is you can rap about what you do every day. You ain't gotta kill a nigga. You ain't gotta
Uh-huh.
punch a nigga. You ain't gotta do nothing. I can rap about bitches all day and be gangster.
Too
You know what I'm
short.
Fuck
saying?
ass no. Hell
But
no.
what?
Hell
You
no.
That's
tripping?
You ain't
facts. That's
sliding
facts.
that
You
shit on me. Cut
man, you
the fucking
tripping?
cheese. I
You
can rap
tripping?
about business and be a gangster rapper. Cut the cheese. What are we
Do
No,
talking
he's
you,
saying
about?
being a
nigga?
gangster.
I'm saying being a gangster.
Not against the
Not
rapper.
And
He
not
said
be
he
against
be
the
rap
rapper.
against
about
the
bit,
rap about money and bitches and shit like that.
but you ain't
It's
against
money.
the rapper.
Listen, is Money Man a gangster?
He ain't against the rapper.
I'm saying,
That's what he's saying, Trey. That's what
is
he's
he a
saying.
I know
gangster?
that's the
This
same
the point
example
I'm
I was
making.
gonna use.
Oh well, yeah,
Bit,
this the point I'm making. We in agreement, but
Money
we
Man
not.
is not against the rapper though.
But he rapping about business, and
And he
he's
try to get some
respected.
shit in
He's
sometimes.
respected. He's looked at it as a regular nigga.
Hip hop,
Like,
no, he's looked at as a hip hop artist. I think ain't looked at as no
nah,
motherfucking gangster
nah,
rap. Who you
He
trying
rap
to put
about
that
shit,
in,
Hold
nigga?
on,
I don't
wait.
think
So hold on, wait. I got a question. So was Tupac not a gangster rapper?
Tupac is a gangster rapper.
Hold on,
He
wait,
was
wait. Was
rapping
Tupac
about
not?
gang and
at a
getting
certain
strapped.
point.
Hold on. What you saying, Five?
Why wouldn't he?
All right. What gang he was repping in his music? None.
He was rapping
He was rapping
shit,
that
why
West
wasn't
Coast
he?
shit.
He was rapping the whole coast. That was the
Right.
MOB,
That's
fucking
not a.
gang.
Come on, bro. Come on. Come on. Y'all talking about like
California was the
MOB.
Yes, he
gang.
was rapping that shit, and he not
right,
even from
Bro.
over there.
And then you
right.
gotta listen to
It's
other
not, and
songs
it's
where he's
not the, and it's
talking
not the
about
same.
neighborhoods and he's talking about gang shit.
Right. And how many?
Man,
He shut out endless neighborhoods in his raps. What are you
Okay,
talking
but
about?
how
so
many people did he
so
indict through his music though? Is what I'm saying.
Oh
Like
nah,
you said,
nobody.
y'all talking
so
about
hold
these
on. Look,
drill rap
I
and
don't
gangster
want to
rap
cut
is
you
not
Drill
the
off.
rappers are
same.
actually
I don't
killers.
want to cut you off, but I
Oh,
gotta
Nah,
his
cut you
drill
off.
and
music
gangster
don't
rap not
drill
the
rap.
same.
Listen.
You can cut me
Tupac
off. Go
is
ahead.
answer the question. Is Tupac a
Shit
gangster
literally
rapper?
is the same.
Is
Absolutely,
it
yes.
okay? So you saying his gangster rapping credit is not good because he came out a song called Just Like Daddy? That's
Nah,
definitely a
hell no.
song for the bitches. That's
Exactly.
definitely a song for the bitches.
And the shit
The
he did
nigga,
with Jodeci, and the shit
yeah,
he did with John B.
I was just about to
Are
say
you
that. He
still
had
down?
But I think I
KC
think
and them
but I
on
think all of
background
this what we
vocals.
talking about though kind of ties into the issue with the industry now is because niggas trying too hard to prove what they really is. It's like if you a
That's why they
gangster in
call
real
it.
life,
Oh my bad.
if you a gangster in real life and you know you solidified in who you is, your music don't have to glorify that shit. Like I'm not saying it can't, but it don't have to. Like bruh said, you could rap about bitches, you could rap about getting money, you could rap about some flashy, you could rap about your lifestyle, but you ain't gotta get into who shot who you smoking
Right.
on, who died, and
And you
all that. You
still
ain't
can be a
gotta get, but you
gangster.
still can
And
be
you
a
still
gangster.
can be a gangster. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Right.
That's it. Yeah.
Exactly. Like Nipsey
Yeah.
was a
You can still
gangster
be a
rapper.
gangster, but you ain't a gangster rapper.
Nah, like
Uh,
Nipsey was a gangster rapper, but Nipsey ain't never indict nobody and say what name of a nigga they killed.
drill music
Drill
is
is
just
not
taking it
gangster
too
rap.
far.
You gotta
You're
listen to
helping a
enough
Drill.
Nipsey
prosecutor.
songs,
I
bro.
think
You
gangster
help,
rap is like the grown
Who?
man
Who
version
got
of
listen to
drill rap.
enough
Them
Nipsey
niggas know how to
songs,
talk
bro?
their
He not
shit and they just
indicting nobody, bro. Like, stop it.
yeah.
He not. Y'all saying that these niggas are saying the names of the people they killed and who slid on who. Like, come on, bro. That shit is not gangster rap. That shit is.
Yeah,
That
that's
shit
yeah,
is.
It
right.
That
is
shit is
gangster
record.
rap. It's just
No, it's
the
not.
new version of gangster rap.
It's
It's
No,
like
it's
new
called.
and
gangster
involve
That's why
rap.
y'all call it.
gangs.
That's why y'all
It's
call it
new and
drill
involve
music.
gangs. That's
That's why y'all
niggas'
call.
And then this the
issue.
worst part
Niggas
about it
keep
though,
trying
y'all.
to
They not
sub
even writing.
genre everything so some shit could just
Yes,
seem
we.
more acceptable than other shit. No, nigga. Like what are you niggas talking about?
But look, the
So
worst part about it is they not even
that's
writing. So
crazy.
everything they saying is literally coming off the top.
That shit.
That's
None of
just
that
the way
shit is
they that's
witty.
just the
All
way
that
they
shit is
create that's just the way
trash.
they create the music.
And all
That's
that
it.
shit is
That ain't got
trash
nothing to do
too.
with it.
All that shit is trash, bro. It's not gangster rap.
It's
That's
the
why y'all
same
call it drill
culture,
music.
gangster rap.
Like
Youngin
that's
from
why y'all like fuck with
poverty,
Savage because
rapping
Savage
about
talking shit, but he don't really do too much. You know what I'm saying? At
so
least to his
21
old.
Savage is not a gangster rapper?
No, I'm not saying he not a gangster rapper. I said that's why I fuck with his shit because he talk his shit in a way, but he
Is
don't.
Dirk
He
a
ain't
gangster rapper?
for sure.
Oh, so am I supposed to be asking y'all are they drill rappers? Because I'm
They're not
confused. They
drill
the same
rappers,
thing to me.
right? They're not the same
They the
thing.
Dirk
same thing
was
to
at
me.
one point.
The only difference if you want to use nuance, the only nuance I would use is the sound. The
No,
production, that Chicago sound with the production and the way niggas rap. Other than that, it's not no fucking difference.
Yeah,
it's a
not
big
facts. That's the
difference.
fact. That's a
Even the
fact.
youngest
It's
from
a
down here
recorded
and their
That's their
drill rap,
confession,
culture.
that
That's
bro.
their
the
culture.
sound is
It's their
emulated.
culture.
It's
It's
just
a,
accents is different, production is
it's
different.
free. It's drill rap, but it's free comedy. They call it free cob, but that's drill shit because they on the
But that's
same shit.
drill rap.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Right.
right.
they on the same
It's
shit.
drill. They just wanted to rename
Drill
it so niggas
drill
could
rap
brand
Yeah,
their own, you know what I'm saying, shit.
equals recorded confessions, and gangster rap is not a recorded confession, bro. No, it's
yeah,
Yeah,
not.
That's
I get
y'all
what
absolutely.
bruh's
definition.
Yeah.
That's
saying.
how
He
y'all
right.
feel.
He
That's how I
right.
feel. Yes, that's how I
I
feel.
understand the
Cause do
what
y'all
I'm
know
saying. I
who?
just
Do
don't
y'all know
agree.
who Stolito is?
Okay, got you.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah,
know who Stolito is?
Starlito. Don
to me
Trip.
is a gangster rapper. But he not
Yeah,
getting on music talking about who did what, but he talking this shit. Like you said, he talking about his lifestyle.
yeah, that's
Like he
Ice
it.
lived the life
Cube
of a
is a
gangster, but
gangster
I'm telling you the
rapper.
positive shit I gotta deal with it, the pros and cons, but I'm not giving you
Yeah,
no real street shit. That's
yeah.
gangster rap.
Like
Versus,
Conway and all them,
yeah.
Griselda niggas, all them, yeah,
They
all that
still
shit
talk that
gangster.
shit. They just not
Wait,
Yeah,
incriminating nothing.
y'all confused. All that shit is under gangster rap. Like
It's
Right? We
what
under
y'all
saying
for
it's
no,
sure.
forgetting
gangster
about?
It's
rap,
under
but we
for
gangster.
saying it's
sure.
not
That's what I'm
drill.
saying. It's under
Yeah,
gangster rap.
Drill
gangster
and all of
rap
that
ain't
shit is
drill.
under gangster rap, meaning it
Yeah,
is
for
gangster
sure.
rap.
It definitely
Nah,
is. It's
that's
like
What?
the
that
immature
shit got his
version.
own. That
Like
shit got his own thing, bro.
Nah, that
like if
shit
you
is
look
Yeah,
at like a
is
Like,
I'm
Jadakiss,
with
gangster
bro
rap
on this.
and
Drill rap is
fucking
not.
some
Ain't
backpack
gang-
hip hop shit. That's about it.
like
And
all
battle
right, so
rap.
would
It's
you
not
say
that many
Jadakiss?
genres of rap, bro.
Would y'all
Like
say
y'all niggas
Jadakiss
just trying to
a
cut
gangster
cut through
you
rapper?
too many
you
channels.
you know what drill rap is to
Jada
me?
Kiss is
Is a nigga this
absolutely a
drill
gangster
rap.
rapper.
A nigga that we grew up with, always cool. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no bitch or none of that shit. And every time we get into a cipher, he get drunk and rap. That's what drill rap is for niggas that get drunk and just wanna,
All pills and shit, lean and
yeah,
shit.
and do that
Uh
shit. That shit, it don't take talent to do that shit. That
huh.
shit is not respected. And then
Well, everybody and then
a
y'all
man can
high
you
and
go,
drunk telling this nigga shut the fuck up. Like nigga, shut the
yeah,
fuck up, bro.
yeah.
Right. So you
That's
got
like,
niggas like Jadakiss that's gangster rappers. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, of
Definitely a
Dave
course,
gangster
East to
rapper.
me is a gangster rapper. You see what I'm saying?
of course,
They just
of
talk
But
that
course.
shit
these
in a
niggas,
different way.
yeah, these
They
niggas not
different type
drill
of
rappers.
gangsters. They fly gangsters. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You
gangsters and
got different
gentlemen like
types of
Seven
gangsters.
P.
Incriminating or I kill you.
You got one type of drill. That's it, to kill. You
Hmm.
got different type of gangsters. You got
That's
you
why
got
Chief died like is the godfather of that shit. Cause the way he came out with this shit is so unorthodox. It ain't no real flow.
but
So is
they
trap rap
fucked it
gangster
up
rap?
though. It's
Uh,
Is
hell
trap
yeah.
music gangster rap?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We is the
No,
gangsters.
It
oh
falls under
no,
that umbrella.
this
You
is
got trap, you got
Yeah.
crazy.
drill,
He's
but
saying we
gangster
just
rap
made
is
his
the
point.
originator of all that
He's
shit.
he said we just made his point because
What?
if trap
I think
rap
we on the
is a
same page.
yeah, I
We
think
are.
you would
No, I
I
went to
think
go get
hold
some
on.
water, brother. I didn't say nothing. Don't make no points
I
for
knew
me.
exactly.
I can
Look,
make my point.
so look. All right. Well, I mean, I know I get your point. I understand your point, and you just and now I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna say, okay, drill rap is a form of gangster rap. So yeah, drill rap is gangster rap.
I'm
I
saying it's
concede.
a
I
form
concede.
of.
Yeah, I concede in it, right? Because I'm like, nah, fuck no. But then I started thinking, all right, trap rappers. Then you got, so like Bruh said, like I was thinking about like Too Short and shit like that, a different lane. Then you got the Jadakiss, the New York gangster rap style. Then
Right,
you know
Jay
what I mean?
Z.
Yeah, right, true. But
right, y'all
we can
right.
only but to your point, the Chief Keefs in them and then them Florida niggas and shit, right? I guess I'm looking at it, okay, I'm gonna concede and say, okay, drill rap is gangster rap, but it's not like
Articulate.
the it's just the sub of it when you mention trap rap.
Okay,
Because
bro.
trap rap like that
Yeah.
Jeezy shit, that shit is all gangster rap too. But it's a specific niche in the gangster rap section. So I get it.
For sure.
I get your point.
For sure.
Oh, you gotta had to drag that nigga.
But
He had to drag
see,
himself there. Like Jesus.
they took what Chief Keef did and messed it up. Chief Keef ain't he you can listen to Chief Keef. That other shit, you can't really listen. You can't play a whole album of that shit. You can listen to Chief Keef. They fucked what he had going on up. Because they just made it intolerable. Drill music is like for nincompoops. You gotta be damn near, you got damn near be a C minus, you know what I'm saying, type shit. You gotta
You mean
be under a 2.0. You ain't playing football listening to drill rap. That gangster shit can
That's
get played in the locker room though.
Shit me. I don't
yeah,
know.
both. Both.
Y'all mad political on this topic. So we might as well switch it to politics, man. Up next, appreciate everybody in the chat that is sticking with us this long, man. Up next, Bipartisan Breakdown. All right, man. Maryland's own governor, Wes Moore, sat down with the Breakfast Club, speaking on issues from public safety to youth programs and state infrastructure. His tone was optimistic, but I want to know from y'all, does it match the reality? Marvin.
Oh, my fault. I'm ready. I'm ready. Ask the question again. I was grabbing something.
Governor Wes Moore sat down with the Breakfast Club, speaking on issues from public safety to youth programs and state infrastructure. His tone was optimistic, but does it match his reality? The reality in Maryland.
I'm gonna be honest. I did watch the interview, and he did sound convincing. He had a lot of good points, even with saying as far as like how Maryland is one of the top states as far as like how we go about it. But I don't know what he has done in reality. Like I realize I don't pay politics no attention, but it sounds like from what he was saying, he's doing a lot for Maryland, and he got plans and a lot of good ideas. But I do see that he get a lot of backlash too. You know what I'm saying? I definitely been saying that too. Like a lot of people like saying he bluffing, but politics is it's a business in a sense. It's a game. So they're going to say the right thing or say what they feel like they need to say to get what they want to get or accomplish whatever goal they got in mind. But like I said, I did see the backlash. I did watch the interview. He did sound convincing, but I don't really know too much of what he did, so I can't say. You know what I'm saying? But from what I seen, is he sound like he got some shit together and he got some good intentions. So I don't know, but I did see the backlash. So we just gonna see. That's my take.
Well, from what I've seen recently, Maryland, out of all of the states, we have the worst economy. So for him to like speak of like he's doing good things, from the statistics, he's not. Um, I feel like he should really just focus more on like really doing things for the community as a politician. Or he does have like a year and like 6 months left until we could vote somebody else in. I feel like the next time we vote somebody in, it shouldn't be based on the color of their skin, but basically the content of their character, like what they could really do for the state. Because Maryland is a good state, and I'm actually been thinking about moving after like saying that because that's ridiculous. Because it was a graph, and like white and blue, like every state was white and blue, and Maryland was the only one that was yellow. They was basically saying because we have a lot of government and federal workers that work here in the state, but I don't think that has anything to do with it, and that's my take on it.
I feel like the people have spoken. I agree with what's been said. I'm not from Maryland. But just off of political standpoint in general, I just feel like hopefully he's not just encouraging and invoking hope within the people who are supporting him. And he actually follows up with action because I did see like snippets of the segment, and he had some very exciting things to say. So hopefully he could follow through. If we can, whoop-de-doo.
All right, with the government shutdown dragging on, officials warn SNAP benefits could stop by November. That would impact tens of millions of Americans, many of them Black and brown communities. A lot of people don't play about their EBT cards and their food stamps. How y'all feel like the community is going to react if them food stamps and all them, amenities from the government get cut off?
I think people are gonna like react really irrational. They're gonna be outraged by it. It's already people making videos saying that if their cars decline, they're just gonna walk out with the cart of food. Like I feel like people that was in that situation, I feel like they had time to stack up, for situations like that. Because if they was aware you getting benefits from the government, so you should be aware that it's most likely going to be a government shutdown or like your benefits are going to stop. So I feel like they should have been stacking up, getting ready for it. But I do feel like they're gonna act irrational. It's probably gonna be a lot of looting going on, a lot of updated security. They're gonna probably use this to implement AI technology into the grocery stores now, you know, with the self checkouts and everything. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. But they definitely gonna be on fire when like the benefits stop.
I think I agree. Um, See, the thing is, with the food stamps, is different situations for different folks. So you got some situations where folks might only have one child, some got two, three, and they no telling if they're taking care of these kids on their own, so they might rely on that. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you got people that sell food stamps too, right? So at the same token, they do have time to save money, but at the same token, everybody's situation different. You got people that got jobs, people that don't got jobs, and then ain't no telling what they make at their jobs. So, but at the same time, them giving you the heads up, you got time to put yourself, prepare and get yourself together. So, what I'm saying, when that time come, you better off than being asked out because they did give everybody a heads up. But ain't no telling if they're gonna go through with it. You know what I'm saying? They might change it last minute. Ain't no telling. But I just feel like, you know, hopefully don't nobody really think that they can just be able to walk into these stores and these people ain't going to take into consideration what's going on and not set it up so their establishment is safe and protected because they ain't about to just sit around and just go for people coming in there stealing and shit. They definitely not about to go for that. So people gotta be smart. And yeah, just assume that they're gonna prepare for the worst. That's my take.
Um, I don't know where uh Marlon and Ace take comes in where they say they feel like people should have stacked up. Some people been relying on food stamps, SNAP, and EBT, and just the whole government assistance program for many, many years. Their whole lives is evolved around government assistance programs. So I don't know at what point within um, was it even? It's not even it hadn't even been a 30-day notice. So within maybe say a 20-day notice that people would be able to save up and um, position themselves where they can get their families through when they've been relying on these programs and these systems that the government had in place for umpteen years. So I guess when we all come back, y'all could elaborate on how y'all think in this little bit of time they could save up and try to sustain on their own. Um, but all in and all out, I feel like it's very wild. Just another um, left move that Trump is doing. Um, not really thinking about the poor people of America, just thinking about the wealthy. Because him taking away government assistance programs as far as like SNAP and EBT and shit, WIC, like that's not going to affect nobody but our people. And like the people, even if they're not majority our people, but if they're not our people, they're people in the lower tax bracket, the poor people. So it's just I feel like this is an insensitive move. Around this time of year with the holidays and all that shit coming up, to take the benefits away is somewhat putting guys or putting families like back against the wall with all these major holidays coming up where they need the food to provide. So I do think, um, as far as like the looting and just the whole finessing of food, that shit is definitely going to increase. And yeah, it's be what it's going to be.
For the most part, I agree with what's being said. But all in all, just with what's been going on in the year, like I just feel like people should have been more prepared and not so headstrong on being dependent on anything that provides quote unquote stability. And the midst of this whole shutdown, there's also people who are going to work and are not getting paid. So I just feel like it shouldn't be much of a surprise. And then also the big beautiful bill that should also be something that people should be paying attention to. Like, all of us are just paying attention to stuff when they put it on the big screen, but the stuff that's happening in the background that is trying to be passed, we're just completely negligent of it. But I also think this ties into it, like the whole cut off and the beautiful bill supposed to decrease the funding in those areas versus SNAP benefits. I think it all just goes hand in hand. It's all a method to this madness, more than just what actually initiated, quote unquote, the whole shutdown. But all in all, I just feel like we shouldn't be surprised. I do think that in the midst of it actually happening and people being surprised, just stay level headed, understanding that another thing, like, if you do believe in God, God provides for the birds and for the bugs and for the animals, and we live as human beings supposed to be the grandest creation. We depend on other people to provide for us. So I feel like in this time we should have faith over fear. If you could be potentially affected by this, just have faith over fear, and just try to make a plan with the information that you have now, see what you can make shake, and then also resilience within communities. Bring the communities together. Like, what resources can you pull together? What resources are already available that will still be available that you could take advantage of, that could kind of help ease the burdens that could come about in November should this take place. But all in all, it shouldn't be a surprise, and we need to just buckle down, and it just shows that they don't really care about us. MJ was right, and may he rest in power. That's all I have to say.
Y'all want to elaborate on what Marcus was asking y'all two?
Yeah. Okay. So as far as like,
Well, come sell some shit.
nah, but
Sell
it
them
ain't even
food
really about
stamps.
it ain't to me it ain't really about saving up no money or like making a stack of money within a certain amount of time. I look at it like it's more so about priorities. You know what I'm saying? Prioritizing, because them same people who've been relying on the food stamps, they find money for everything else. You know what I'm saying? So in the meantime, you got to cut off that other shit, and you know what I'm saying? Because it's just food at the end of the day. I know groceries went up, but if you can afford to go buy all that other shit, you should have money for this too. I know you've been, like you said, people been relying on it, but at the end of the day, like everybody knows somebody on food stamps. And a lot of these motherfuckers, even when they get the food stamps, they run through that shit. They don't even use it the way they're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just something for them to pout about. At the end of the day, it's really an opportunity for us to see what niggas made of. You know what I'm saying? What niggas gonna do. That's how I
Bruh,
look at it.
I
They said
totally
about a bootstrap.
disagree, bruh.
They
I
was
Boy,
ain't even
buying
people
gonna
three
lie.
got kids
fives. They
out
was
here,
buying
boy. You
three
out here tripping.
fives. They
These
was buying
groceries high
three
shit talking about
fives.
they
They was
got money
buying
for other
fifths.
shit.
They was
They
No,
buying
got
I'm not.
money for other
designer.
shit. Not, do you know
They
what
was
So you
buying
don't.
this is?
cars.
Nah,
Hold on,
listen.
y'all
Of course
talking
it's.
Of
over each
course,
other.
Expensive,
Y'all
bro.
talking over
Of
each
course
other. I
it's.
can't even hear.
Yeah,
One
Of course
person
let
is
her
it's.
one
speak.
mic.
Of,
We didn't hit that yet. What you say?
this is Cookie.
Oh, what's up, gang? Let them.
What's
What
up?
was your?
No, I was talking about what that boy said about the food stamps. Can you shut up? Like, this is. Excuse me, bruh. Can you shut? I'm about to hang. Bro. Let me lower my phone. Anyways, y'all, my bad for the interruptions. Look, that boy talk about some. It's time for people to be seen what people made of, or whatever the fuck he said. Well, guess because Trump about to stop the fucking food stamp. That's fucked up. Let me tell you, I would be the first person in Walmart robbing the stores. I'm not playing. Talk about them groceries. They groceries high
This
as
be my
shit.
point.
You tripping, shorty. Talk about money for other shit. Yeah, I do got money for other shit. And that money, it has to go towards the other shit. That's what the
Nah,
food
facts.
stamps there for. What are we talking about here? I'm going up in Walmart, Giant, somewhere. I got to take some meat, some size, everything. Because you playing. You talk about something, see what we made of. We about to see what we made of. It's about to be that time.
Motherfuckers about to be out here looting at all time.
It's about to be that
Nah,
time.
Prove my point in
for
real
real
but
though,
but
time.
bruh.
but
And
regardless of all of that, that's the reality of it, though. Regardless of what, that's the reality of it.
nah, facts, but nah, that's what I'm saying, Marlon. Like, bruh, you saying like the people that got money for the other shit, bruh. Like, in this economy that we living in, bro, I don't know the last time you bought groceries, bro. Groceries high as fuck, bro.
Man,
And
I went to the store the
imagine
other
like,
day.
bro. Oh, yeah, cool, bro. I don't know how many kids you got, bro, but bro, people real got families and shit they feeding off, but like them food
But
stamps,
that's what I
bro, and
said
they
earlier, though. I said that
I
earlier. I
know
said
the
you got different situations. You got some people with 2 kids, 3 kids, and then you got situations where people got multiple kids. They're doing it by themselves. I understand all that. I'm
cool.
not
And then
looking past none
let
of
me
that.
hold on, bro, before you keep going, bro. Let me, because I already know what you about to say, bro. For the people that's like selling their food stamps for other purposes, bro. The people that's selling their food stamps, bro, they still need them, bro. They just taking away from that area where they need food and they're using it for money, bro, because they need the money for other shit, bro. But I'm saying like it's like the people they still need them food stamps, bro. They just got the life throw people different curveballs and they might have more food stamps than they need, or they might be sacrificing in this area to like balance it out. But even them people though, bro, they still need them. Yo.
Yeah, but I'm not saying they don't.
Oh, I thought that's what you were saying. Like
Nah, I never said they don't need them. What I'm saying is, but in reality, he's saying he about to stop it, right? That's the reality of it. So being the reality that he about to stop the shit, the people that was relying on it, I'm saying in the meantime, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, everybody's situation different. That's obvious. But let's say you do usually go to the club or you go out to eat or you go to the bar. You know what I'm saying? Because you got them food stamps, you can afford to do that little extra shit. You just got to cut it off for a little minute. That's what I'm saying. And this is what I've seen with my own eyes. He ain't say he cutting off housing and all that other shit. He just said food stamps.
Why is it so quiet?
I thought he asked him a question, but
What's
I
the
thought
question?
the statement required a response.
What was the statement?
I gotta say that again. I'm saying regardless of the situation, like I understand that, you know, it's different situations for different folks. You know what I'm saying? I know these people personally. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not speaking on no I don't give a fuck, but I'm just speaking in reality. Like if he gonna cut the shit off, that's what it is. So if you usually rely on that, whatever they give you, whatever you usually spend that other money on, you just gotta cut back on little shit. That's at least what
but
I'm
it
saying.
ain't even about like cutting back. This man has cut endless shit, not just food stamps. The government is shut the fuck down. My cousin
Right.
don't have a job. My
That's
cousin
what
has
I'm
no fucking
saying.
job. My cousin got 2
Yeah.
kids that she have to take care of. My cousin don't get food stamps. My cousin don't get none of that shit. She works for the fucking government and her job is gone and she don't know how she's about to take care of her fucking kids and herself. So fuck the food stamps. People is about to be struggling. You talking
Nah,
about
but
food stamps. Them food stamps ain't
that was the
shit.
topic though. That was the topic.
Man, but food stamps, man, cutting back on life. Everybody got to cut back on life. Is about to just be cut. Fuck.
Nah, you
You
right though.
tripping.
That's a fact. You right. People that's not getting paid. You right. They gotta. Yeah, you
Fuck.
right.
This shit is about to be cut. It's strictly dickly out here. We about to be out here robbing. I'm serious. I'm robbing and flying out this motherfucker. I'm about to be robbing the stores and everything. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to Giant and I gotta stack my refrigerator up. And I'm getting it by any means necessary. Okay? So if you need some motherfucking food, come shop. I'm selling wings.
So let me ask a question. What y'all think gonna happen though? Like as far as like you know the people that you know really ain't got no
But
thing. What y'all think gonna happen? Like how y'all think y'all gonna go about it? I hear you though. I hear you though, Nate.
I don't know.
They may revolt, bro.
Yeah, I feel like
My thing
that's
is
gonna
they
be
don't
what
need
happens.
to, because I was just saying this, like I don't, and I didn't put enough thought into it. I really felt kind of slow once I got the response, but I was pondering over the fact, I was like, why is there so many homeless people who are asking for money for food when there's so many food banks giving away so much food? And I was just like, how does that correlate? And then it was like, oh, okay, well, they can't get there sometimes or don't have a way to hold on to all of this stuff. Sometimes they can only get a little bit at a time, whatever. So different elements. But with that being said, there's food banks. We gotta switch. People gotta switch up their lifestyles. They gotta
Girl,
put
them
that stuff.
old
But
people
there's
be taking
bigger
that
stuff
food for
happening.
themselves.
Like Nate said, there's bigger stuff that's there's bigger stuff that's happening. People gotta buckle down and understand what the fuck is going on, and people gotta be able to carry their own for real. Like, we can't be dependent on the government, is what's being said.
Yeah, I'm with that.
You can't depend on the system, is what's being said. Like, you gotta be able to carry your own, is what's being said. It's not
Well,
just snaps. It's carry
I
your
don't know
own.
how they gonna carry their own with their fucking jobs gone.
But even then, like with the jobs, they want you in this rat race stuff. But really, like how
yeah,
he was talking about, like with the EBT, like people should be putting stuff aside and da da da. Like, honestly, even with the working sector, like since I was a child, I knew the system was gonna crash. Since I was a child, I knew that the end times was coming. Since I was a child, I knew that I should like, I don't know. I knew these things. I don't know if people's families would talk about like
Well,
just.
my grandfather told me
Yeah,
that
and
this
we
shit
used
was
to
gonna
make light
happen.
of it. Yeah, like it was never gonna happen, or we're not gonna see it in our lifetime. And boom, it's right in front of us. And like all this year, we've been having example after example to stay on our fucking toes. And like the people who are working, like I know stuff be tight, but where you could cut back, cut back. We have like we was talking about entertainment. People paying subscriptions for ESPN when they could put that money on the side and make sure they have some cash in their pockets. The system's just crashing. We couldn't get access to digital funds. People don't have dollars in they like in their wallets. Like, we have to be like this is temporary. Number one, the system is gonna get, everything's gonna be back rolling. Of course, it's gonna be effects and stuff that's affected by it and changes, but everything gonna be back in play. But when it does, you need to get back in motion. Like, really understand, like, this stuff is not promised. It could end at any point, and everybody is gonna be affected by this. It's not just snaps from the floor up. Everybody gonna get touched about this. So we really gotta be mindful.
and that's what they want to happen for real. They want niggas to crash out behind this shit.
They want you to crash out. So you can't concentrate. You can't even think. You can't plan
And then when
when
they
you're
lock niggas
crashing
up, they're
out.
gonna make more
You're gonna be
money.
doing some weird shit and be behind bars or get shot over some
I
groceries.
mean, he already shut the world down once. What the fuck is the difference? Shit.
And that's another thing. Part two.
He shut it down once. He do it again. What the fuck is the difference?
Then the
What's
National
the
Guard
other
already
thing?
down this
Everybody should have learned from the first time the motherfucker's nuts. After he shut the world down the first time, people should have been saying, "Oh Lord, he's president again. Let me stop
Right.
that."
That just goes to show where the new
And then it's the people who
system.
actually voted for him, like
Nah, for
you
real.
dummies.
I feel like the nigga was gonna be president regardless. That shit was fixed, you ask me.
That's the funniest part. It's the people voting for him.
Actually,
Well,
I don't
speaking
think
of,
anything was fixed. After I found the first of all, when I found out majority of Texas voted for him, they're all racist as shit. Texas is the biggest state in the fucking United States of America. That's where everybody already voting at. You
That
dirty bitch.
220 million, I forgot about that 20 million he sent to Venezuela or something like that. How the fuck you
Bro,
sending 20 million when the government shut down and you can't pay for our stuff?
that's what I'm
That
saying. The
is
nigga
so
just
true. I forgot about that foreign money.
that's what a point. That's a
that's
hell of a point. To that point, man. Across the country, protesters under the banner "No Kings" are hitting the streets, challenging systemic power, political elitism, celebrity worship, and corporate control. But the question is, what are they really demanding? We're gonna talk about all of the "No Kings" protests that just happened all over the nation in tonight's Sice Report. All right, No Kings is a decentralized protest movement rejecting concentrated power in politics, policy, and economics. Demonstrations have occurred in like 20 cities recently, from DC all over LA. I don't know if y'all experienced any of that traffic or any of that, but a lot of critics argue about the movement that it lacks clear leadership and policy goals, while a lot of supporters say that's the point. People are trying to shift consciousness. What does that sound like to y'all? Have y'all seen any of them protests? And do y'all understand anything about the No Kings protests?
I didn't see anything about it, but from what you said, it seems like it's stepping away from like idolizing and going more towards collective consciousness. It just needs structure. And that's my take on it.
I don't know. I don't really. When I see shit like that, I just always feel like it's some shit behind it. But like I ain't even know them jumps was happening, to be honest. But I don't know. I just don't. When I see shit like that, I just be like, what we walking for? What is walking gonna do? What has walking never done? You know what I'm saying? Like walking don't do nothing, talking don't do nothing but bring awareness. That shit don't get no results. You know what I'm saying? Then that shit, them having the police escort them and shit like that. It's like I don't know. The shit don't never make sense to me. But I guess it's cool for whatever. But I don't really care too much about it. But from what I've seen, it's just a lot of people walking with signs. I seen it against Trump. But like I said, this happens all the time and don't nothing ever change. So it's just another walk.
I agree with what both of them are saying. I do think at the end that it is just a walk, just sharing awareness. But I do think awareness is important, and I do feel like just having that opposing thought that should be common sense, but just a thought that sparks in people's minds. But for the most part, within politics and within what's going on within our governments, within our states, cities, whatever, within all of this, like we always get the broadcasted this side or that side. So with these movements, organized, structured or not, if they're able to be peaceful and be consistent and really get information out, it is still very much necessary, because these people are not thinking, they're unaware, and they don't know that the power is really within the people. That's really what No Kings is really trying to put across, is that we don't live in that kind of regime where we have kings. We have a democracy that's set up where this power to the people. The people are supposed to have the power. We're supposed to be able to have a say. And with everything that's happening right now, it's making it hard for our say to be, or just the acknowledgement of our presence and the acknowledgement of the struggles that are going on. Like there's no acknowledgement of none of this. So I just think that No Kings is just bringing acknowledgement to what's not being acknowledged. So, and I don't think it's very organized. I don't. But I do think it's necessary.
My bad. Yeah, I've seen it. What's going on? Don't know what the fuck it's really for. Cause sometimes I really just don't be giving a fuck. I'm sorry. I don't even know what's going on. I don't know, and I really don't even give a fuck, honestly. The shit ain't got shit to do with me, and it ain't gonna help me out. It ain't helping none of us out. So I don't give a
Nah,
fuck.
it do. It do. You wrong about that. It do.
Well, where is it helping me out at? Where is it helping me?
Bruh, bruh, the No Kings protest is basically they protesting all of the shit that Trump is doing. And it's millions of people, from all walks of life in all different cities that's like they're saying they not with what he's doing. And when the government and shit see this shit in large numbers, and cause like in New York, like this shit do something for businesses. Like when businesses ain't flowing because there's millions of people all throughout the streets, it's like it's it trickles back down, and like
Why you keep
It
muting
trickles
yourself
back
every time you
down.
talk? I
Yeah,
mean,
but
you
it
you you
trickles
you
back
you have a
down.
point,
Yeah.
but like I said, it still ain't got shit to do with me. It ain't. He's the president. He gonna do whatever the fuck he wanna do. like I said, if he want to shut this bitch back down today or tomorrow, he can. What is it going to do for me? Nothing. The hell?
So, like I've been saying, through the Patriot Act, when you protest government actions, they're considered a domestic terrorist. So they're just by what you're saying, when the government see it, it's not going to make them shut down businesses. It's going to make them implement the National Guard to round everybody up as domestic terrorists.
Look, gonna shoot the fucking place down. See what I'm saying? I ain't got time to be
It's
fucking
not
around.
going to be no killing. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to go to that extreme, because they know if they go to that extreme, the citizens will revolt back. You know what I'm saying? It's not really going to be the melanated community. It's going to be the so-called white people that's really going to revolt and like be the ones that's going to start the revolution. That's going to be the first to up the arms, but they're not going to kill people. They're just going to run them up. You know what I'm saying? Put them in not even prison, like camps and all that.
Like we over in motherfucking Russia. Go ahead.
That sounds crazy.
I ain't no refugee. Bitch, I'm a citizen. Y'all gonna have me go crazy in this place. Trump need to get his ass killed. And if the FBI hear me, well, I know I'm on a podcast too. If the FBI heard me, oh well, too damn bad.
I just got to say we live, Wing.
Girl, please, I don't need to give a fuck at this point. Girl, they can come shoot me down at this point, bitch. He need to die. I don't give a fuck. And you know what? The best friend, they better be lucky. The best friend. You know what? I don't know why they take the best friend out. He dying anyway. You know what? I'm gonna let the Lord handle him because he dying anyway. His
the
hands
Sice Room does not promote domestic terrorism.
He got his hands is decaying and shit. His skin all about to explode. The bitch turning purple and shit. He already about to die, so I don't even really give a fuck. Okay.
Damn.
He
already going through some things.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the Lord to patiently, slowly kill him. He gonna die of death with slowness and painfulness, and I'm gonna enjoy every second.
Jesus. So we go. I think that was a lot. That was enough for everybody, man. But from NFL to EBT, from pulpits to protests, tonight's episode showed how deeply everybody is connected to money, power, politics, and everything else involved. I'm your host, Trey 5, man. Appreciate everybody, man, that came to the Sice Room, man. It's always a pleasure. Always got the livest, latest panel. Had to get my panel off because in the late hours, man, we get a little bit too hectic, man. But if y'all want to come back, we always do Sice Room after dark. Everybody follow my panelists, follow the Sice Room. We appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Voila.